Okay. So,
Hello.
as a small recap of last session, you all finally made it to Onicaster, following which most of you followed Sol to her home. Followed Sol to his home, of which you met his family as well as his father. You guys had a bit of a chat.
Child got threatened.
That too.
Child decided that the Avatar was his new babysitter.
Yeah, it seems so.
That was never not canon. No, it's not. There's better things to do than watch a stupid child.
This was after you decided to crash a professor's lecture.
That was Shira's fault.
Completely and 100% Shira's fault. We take no responsibility for
Wow.
that. Did we draw the portal? No, we did not.
Yeah, they decided to build the classroom there.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Anyways, after all of that, while you guys were there, Elrol headed off to the one tavern. Gone pretty much had a nice chat with the two people you have come to know as Azur
Wolfcat.
and Wolcat, essentially.
Okay.
Okay.
And then, pretty much, yeah. Elrol started walking out because of the purple mist that they noticed around them, and we ended the session there.
Found shrooms, guys.
And a recap we.
So, we will be starting the session off with Sinmac.
Kidnapper.
Finally
have a
get
question
to see
real
who
quick.
the kidnapper is.
This dragon, for some reason, he's not. You remember the 4 dragon rulers from your previous world before that got
Yeah.
scrapped? Yeah, were they reborn or remade into a single being by any chance?
No.
Okay.
I've got different plans with them. They're not coming into play soon.
Okay. I only now just remembered about them.
Yeah, no, they'll be showing up in a different way later down the line. So,
Mac is BRB.
how dare he?
Is Sinmac healthestimate.core.estimates.states.5 for anyone else?
What?
No.
Okay,
No.
I'm gonna reload.
How do you get
It's
the weirdest bugs possible?
It says
It's
it says
Foundry.
unharmed.
It is fair, it is Foundry.
Like, you're the only person who gets these weird things.
I was also one of the 2 people who could see the invisible monsters in the last fight.
Yeah.
I could
That
as
was
well.
funny.
And they were broken for
Then it-
everyone else because even when you made them visible, they couldn't see them.
Yeah, which is so odd. Like, every now and then something has to break in Foundry. And I don't know
Oh,
why.
I could see them. I just couldn't see them when I clicked my character for some reason. I could see them when I didn't have it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
which
too.
is weird because I didn't put anything that would hide them from you.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Okay, Sinmac. We're starting with you.
Kidnapping.
Oh, jeez. Okay. No call for warning.
So, you're in a very familiar area. Pretty much where you've been consistently getting taken. Whenever,
I think the scientific term is poofed.
Yes.
Yes.
Of which,
Yes.
have a look at your character sheet quickly.
Okay. I'm on Wolf.
Yes, just have a look through what you have.
or feet wise?
No. Look at your spells.
Wise feet.
The fuck are you talking about now, Zalco?
You said feet wise.
Oh my god.
It's like the same.
Oh yeah,
thing.
I'm gonna assume, by the way, that Howley's just never gonna show up.
Pretty much. That's why I
Mhm.
put him on a roll of, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, just have him be an NPC if and when he joins.
Pretty much.
Okay, I see my spells. Quite interesting.
Okay. Of which that is currently active.
All right, let's see if you go 0 for 3 in fights and lose again.
So you've been coming here for quite a while now. It's been what, I think about a month or so, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
So over that time, you've
Roundabout, yeah.
slowly been getting used to your new abilities and magic under the tutelage of this dragon specifically.
Mm-hmm. I am familiar.
Yes. Well, here, so right now you're pretty much just practicing out some of the usual strikes and such with your new weapon, which now has its fully unlocked potential, while he's sitting back and pretty much watching and seeing exactly how you are handling yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You're fighting a little
Normal training wise,
differently.
basically.
You're fighting a little differently today. You can talk, you know that.
I was speaking.
Oh.
Can't you hear me?
No, I did not hear you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Now I can hear you, yeah. Okay.
Okay. In what way am I?
You are cutting out quite a bit. I have no idea what's happening.
Lovely. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
It's either my mic is a problem or it's not. Give me a sec.
Like, you're fine now. The moment you start flipping role-playing, what the fuck? Your
The
mic
dragons
is...
do not want him to speak.
Wolf is like, I have no intention
Mic
of speaking
check.
right now.
Mic check. Can you hear me now?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just because you're doing a check doesn't mean it
Like,
can't
yeah,
change when you're doing the talking.
Yeah, well, I mean, let me continue a sentence, then you can actually hear if I'm cutting out or not. But you're not giving me the chance to do a sentence. How was that?
Excellent.
You
Perfect.
didn't cut out once.
Okay, cool.
If he cuts out the moment he starts fucking talking in character again, I'm gonna think that his mic has a fucking agenda against him. Okay, continue.
That's pretty much it. Yeah. What was the last thing you said,
You're fighting a little differently today.
Ian? In what way do you mean? Am I fighting a bit more aggressive?
Yes, you could say that.
Well, that makes sense. Is a problem for you if I fight this way?
Not exactly a problem for me. Might be a problem for you when, well, the person I've invited gets here.
Oh my god, is it the dragon that kicked
Explain.
his ass?
Pretty much. So, a little while goes past, and you do start hearing the beating of wings, pretty much coming from just above the sanctum, flying downwards.
And who do I see?
Isn't that the dragon that he fought the first time with Wall?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it!
Oh,
No problem. Oh,
seems like Zolmat, why are you here exactly? You're not exactly who I invited. Let's just say he needed a bit of a lift getting here. He's inside at the moment. I believe he's still got one of his weapons here. Okay, so, Sinmac,
Mm-hmm.
the person you're going to be fighting, he's been here a couple of times himself. Let's just say he's got a lot of trust with us. Oh,
I
Zormat, if
see.
you would just sit to the side as to not interfere in his training, then that would be preferable. So, after a little bit, you do see somebody walking through the doors to the main entrance. Oh, you again. Didn't think you'd have.
It is good to
Hey.
see a follow.
Yes, I
damn,
didn't
it's
think
been ages.
you would be one to be part of, well, this little sect.
To be honest, neither did I.
Well, it looks like I'm going to be sparring with you for a while. Shall we get started then? You can see on his back is a very large great axe.
Hmm. About the same size as the sword.
Yes. If not slightly larger because of his size.
Yes, obviously. But same style as well?
No. Let me quickly get the image for you. Give me 1 second. I've got it in my D&D folder.
Which
tell
one?
how
There
the
should be
other
many
dragon-
D&D
Shush.
photos.
You still haven't fully did the Void Smite description, by the way.
Don't worry. There's a reason I've left it like that for now.
Well, no, I meant like damage wise. Like it doesn't even say what damage die does.
Oh,
It's just 2d8
whoops.
void, right?
Yes.
Because all it says is on attack you can imbue it with void energy. The damage is doubled against beasts and elementals. That's it.
Yes. I'll put that in. Sorry, I forgot about that.
Yeah. And does it? I'm assuming it does or does not use spell slots because it doesn't say anything about that either.
Say again?
It also doesn't say if it uses or does not use spell slots.
It doesn't use spell slots for now because it's a
That's
specific
interesting.
thing.
Okay. Alrighty.
Give me a second. I just realized I forgot to add his weapon on him.
Sounds about
It
right.
happens.
He can fight barehanded.
No.
He can't.
I'm sure you can.
DM has so little confidence in his NPCs.
Is it this one? No, that's not it. There it is. Edit details. Specifically for him. That's. Oops. Did not mean to put that in chat yet. I still needed to change the stupid icon.
You're lucky I looked away from my keyboard for a
You
second. I was
are
about to
very-
screenshot it. Screenshot and then put it in general.
You would have still ended up seeing it. I just need to change the icon of it to the correct one. Okay. So, shall we get started then?
Fight, 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 fight.
Is this just of sparring then?
Yes.
Good.
I think you're going first unless you roll a nat one.
Let's roll just.
Yeah, you're going first.
Oh.
What happened?
Oh? Oh, oh, poofed.
Oh, roll come back. It's fine.
Rest in peace.
Oh, show me what you've got then, little one.
Cool. It's just taller than me then by a little bit.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, that's definitely gonna hit.
And then I shall do a smiting. I shall smote him.
Oh no, don't
Where
smote
is
him.
my smoting? Smoten.
Please.
There's so many spells now I have to.
There's not that many spells.
I used to too.
Did you play a cleric?
That was loud.
Yeah, I don't know how to. There's nothing that I can actually do to change the sound, how loud it is. Which is kind of
Interesting.
annoying, but yeah.
Pretty annoying, yeah. And then I shall do a menacing attack with my last
Okay.
action.
Why
An
is it
attack that
applying
hits,
damage? I'll tell you if it hits, yeah. That does not hit. So,
Okay.
as you hit them with the first attack, it goes pretty easily into his side. As you're trying to swing back up, he just deflects it off with the back end of his great axe.
That was a good move.
Very. Let's see. How will you fare now? Wait, is it still your turn? What is happening? There we go. Okay. So, he's going to strike down at you. I hate how loud that is. Just missing you. Fuck. Forgot to fix that. That's fine.
Weakened.
Yes.
What can add?
Fuck off. What can it? Fuck. I hate you so much right now.
What can
Now
add?
what
Dragon's Wrath Great Axe. We figured
Oh,
out what this guy's
God.
name is.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So as he comes in for the second attack, you just managed to hook with your great sword the lip of the great axe and pull it down to the ground, forcing the swing to hit into the stone. He is then going to deliberately let go. Use a bonus action. Where the fuck is it? I just need to find his bonus actions again here.
Swear sword have reach.
And he's going to use a breath weapon attack on you.
Okay. Is that a dex save? Eh?
Yes.
Back save, yeah.
Con or constitution?
You
Dexterity.
can click on the chat box.
Yeah, there it is. Yes, I see it. It's been a while, guys.
You can do it, Sin Mac. We believe in you.
His breath weapon didn't go up with his level, but it's fine. I'll just roll it myself. So that would be 2d10, so one more d10.
So it's not an 11 person you're fighting.
Okay,
I rolled
so
a 18, yeah.
you take half the damage, so that's 14, that's 7 damage then.
Cool.
Okay, that is his turn.
Okay. What am I concentrating?
You can break the concentration. It's literally the talking with dragons.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna move over here around the guy.
Okay.
Attack. But I shall also hit him with my horns if I do succeed. And try and
Okay.
shove him away.
That is a miss.
Shall try
As you
again.
try to hit him, he just manages to move out of the way.
Is axe still in the ground, right?
Yes. That is also going to miss.
Ooh. Dirty 20. Okay, then I shall just mark him as my target.
Okay, do that.
Do I need to roll damage now, or is it when I do an attack?
Only when you hit. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so he's marked. Okay,
He
he's going
is-
to grab the hilt of his weapon and deliberately leave it in, spraying up the ground at you. Give me a dexterity save, please. It's a DC 16.
We
Okay.
need 3.
You manage to dodge a lot of the debris that comes your way, meaning that he does not get advantage on this attack.
Okay, cool.
That hits.
That does, then there's nothing I can do about it.
Oof, it's gonna hurt. Okay.
That did hurt.
That it did.
It hurt.
And with that, he is going to then ready himself for your next attack. You know what I find funny? The fact that you guys practically have the same, same kind of colored backgrounds.
It is. So, very interesting.
What is a
Let me
fancy
try and
border?
take another swipe at him again.
That's definitely not a hit.
That's definitely a miss. Come on, Sinbad. Running like garbage.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay, damage.
Oof. Nice.
And I shall smite thee again.
It's smoted.
Smoting all the time. The problem is, he's trying to smite me.
Really wish I could actually adjust the sound levels.
I mean, you can do it like manually for individual.
You know how long that's going to take.
No, I mean each person can do it for themselves. Like you just go to the little playlist icon at the top and you just drag sound effects down or whatever,
Okay.
And I shall go into parry stance.
and it will remember those settings until Foundry like updates itself. Then you have to redo it.
Parry means you have one more AC, correct?
Correct.
Cool. Okay, so with that, he is going to swipe upwards. And in the next
That's a
swing,
nice-
he's going to swipe back down, using the weight of the weapon to get a
Momentum and all, yeah.
yes, which hits, even with your parry starts. However, didn't really do much damage at least.
At least.
Okay. He is then going to also where is it? Ensnare you, so you can't move away from him. Oh, sorry. Okay. Come
Is
on
that
then.
it?
Yeah.
Is that all you're going to do to me? And I shall use the Bow of Enmity to get advantage on this bastard.
That will do.
And then I shall strike him with advantage. I'm going to do a sweeping strike going from left to right.
Okay.
So should Simac have rolled concentration on his hunter's mark?
It's a different kind of hunter's mark.
That's a miss, and I'm going to bring it back around again. $21. Is that a
Hey,
miss?
that's a hit.
9
Fantastic.
plus 10.
Can I do a smite, or will it not work because I used the spell? It works every time I hit.
Yeah. Smite doesn't have a limit.
That's amazing.
And you have your mark.
Did you do the damage of the weapon?
And I
Roll
did
29.
29.
Did you? Why do I not have the damage of the weapon? So it's 29,
Why
eh?
can I...
Mhm.
Yeah, why do I do versatile damage on a divine smite?
Ignore that.
Why
One
can
of
I
the
do-
updates completely gave everything a versatile for no reason. Like, if you roll it,
Or shall
Update
versatile
was
my
just trying
shield?
to be inclusive.
oh, you want to know what it is? You'll click versatile multiple times if you're going to upcast the level.
Mm.
But you don't have anything other than level 1 at the moment, so.
Mm-hmm. Can I use a bonus action, or that was used with the Bow of Enmity, right?
Believe so. But you do have your
Yeah.
D6 hunter's mark damage, right?
Yes, he
Yeah.
does. You need to roll d6.
Roll it. Hold on. Hold. I will find it here somewhere. Or must I just roll a d6?
Just roll a d6.
Okay.
I can move my flipping map again.
Respectable 42 damage.
Yeah.
So Mac can finally do damage.
Hey!
That weapon is
Hey.
pretty badass with 4 damage dice, 2 of which D12s.
Yep. That's why it took so long
Pretty
for him to unlock it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it, by base, actually does radiant damage.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a hit.
Definitely.
Oof. Ouchie.
Oof.
Okay. Shall we call this one a tie?
I believe that would be wise, yes. I think either one of us can't another hit. Also,
We'll say, you are really good for your age.
for my age, as in old
Hmm.
or young. Because I
Trust
know I
me,
do look silver.
you are very young in my eyes.
I still feel young.
Good. Keep that, especially in the world of today. You're going to need it with how many beasts and people are out there.
And you as well are a great warrior. You have definitely earned respect.
I've been better. Honestly. Time takes its toll.
As it should.
Take it you're going to be sending him back soon, Gale. Yes. He's going to have a very interesting time in the coming weeks. There's change on the wind. Things that it doesn't seem that any of us are able to stop from happening. However, him and his group might have a chance. Well, there's been some very interesting activity regarding the Feywilds, and there's something old, something that we haven't felt before, stirring.
And you believe us to be the ones who would have a hand in this? In
Well,
a positive light?
possibly, maybe even a negative, I'm not entirely sure. One of you seems to be connected to whatever it is.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking that already. So
Conspiracy theory is right.
I see. Any course of action you would like us to take?
If anything, we're not exactly sure on what will happen. Just, I guess, make the right choices in the time when it happens.
I will. But before you send me back, I have a favor to ask.
What is it?
Watch over my son for me. He is going down a dark road, much like I am.
Well, if we are able to even find him, we will do our best.
Please, that is all I ask for.
No, Valaketh, don't you dare. This was not me. This is entirely on Errol. Errol was like, oh yes, to whatever will listen.
yeah, to be fair, Elro was pretty non-specific with her wording. Or his wording, I
So,
should say.
no, it was not just me. I am not the only reason.
Hey, you were laughing, and you're evil.
Well, in any case, Sinmac, this is Fractus talking now. Try not to die out there.
And to you, keep the children safe.
They're fine. I've already, paid my dues over there. If anything, this actually got me closer to where I wanted to go, so I'll be taking my leave from here in the next few days.
I wish you good luck on your travels.
And to you.
The sparring partner's name is Fraxis, from the looks of it.
Mm-hmm.
Fraxis, yes.
I'm
So-
gonna
Yeah, we
need
just-
the ABCs how to
Yeah.
spell that.
But yeah, Soul, Elro, looks like we only have to wait to see if our other theory about what's going on is true as well, now that we know the Fae part is true.
Oh no, what's the theory?
You'll find out later.
Yeah.
No, you didn't want to stay for after session chat. You can suffer.
Yeah.
You came up with
So
many
can-
conspiracy theories.
So can Sinmac and Valkith until we explain it to them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to
Sure.
be fair, they're just
I cannot
conspiracy
suffer.
theories.
Yeah. You put three theorists in a room together and expect them not to make theories. Yeah.
Sure. I was definitely the cause of that.
Mm. It's plot convenience for you, so I don't know why you're denying it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I
Uh-huh.
love it when someone just drops a ninth
Sure.
level spell.
Oh yeah,
Casual.
ninth level spell. Here you go.
Right. I'm just healing him to full.
Yeah. Yeah, just a ninth level power word heal. Damn. Okay then.
Okay. And with that,
Oof.
we both move.
He's gone! Wait, how do I spell the sparring partner's name?
Praxis.
Fraxis. Okay.
You know what? I'm looking at him and he looks
F-R-A-X-U-S.
familiar for someone. Jesus.
F-R-A-X.
F-R-A-X-U-S.
Yes.
I was
Okay.
hoping to see Fraxis again.
So are we all going to be having unique sequences like this, or is this just for
Most of you, yes.
Sinmac and that Elril? I just want to see what's happening with Elril, to be honest.
Okay. I'm
Can
pulling
we
you
put it
guys
to a
into
vote?
this.
Can
You
we
guys
put
are
it-
allowed to
let's-
see now.
Okay, awesome. I was gonna say let's put it to a vote, and I'd vote for Elril to be the next victim.
Because so this is essentially going to be the first time you guys actually see Elrul's patron.
Okay,
To
can't
be
wait
fair,
to
my
see.
backup character was Saint, so if Elrond dies, he's gonna be missed.
Yeah, look, if you die, it was just one less twink.
One less what?
One less twink.
One less twink.
Another one will come in.
+1 twink.
Lose one, gain one.
Wow. Oh no,
Gotta
we
have
lost
a
the
healthy,
twink.
you gotta have a healthy dose of twink in parties. Makes it entertaining.
Man, this is what an absolute sausage party of a fucking party. Jesus.
I noticed that, yes. We've literally had only one female character in the group.
And then the female character immediately died.
Wow.
Yes.
Again, if Elrond dies, you'll get another female character. There's that, but just like
Okay. So it's just slightly one less person adding to the sausage party. Okay.
My god. Oh, right, okay.
We shall take turns.
Whatever. Show us the punishment of Elril for not choosing his words carefully. Alright.
He's a tree hugger.
Well, that
He's a
sounds about right.
hippie.
He's a hippie. Oh,
Honestly,
no,
that-
the world has truly come to
honestly-
an end.
That tracks.
not
so
gonna
true.
lie,
He's a hippie.
this is a lot more colorful than before.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wait until you find out it's probably just an illusion, and then it's like butt fuck crazy.
Okay. You're a lot closer to a Fey portal right now. And a
Oh,
permanent one.
oh. Am I near the fog?
No, not exactly.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So, Earl, as you were going down that path, you seem to enter into an area which is completely devoid of any of the buildings or hustle and bustle of the street that you were in before. In front of you stands this very massive, almost... What's the word? I can't find the word now. Give me a second. Oh, my brain deleted the word.
Tree.
Are we trying to find another word for massive or
Gigantic.
Maybe it's
No.
not
gargantuan?
ethereal. It's not ethereal, right?
No, it's not. Give me a sec. I'm just
Mystic?
quickly. I'm getting a word from AI.
Wow,
Yeah,
AI
there's a
generated
thesaurus
content in
for a
my
reason.
campaign.
I'm just getting a word. Fuck off.
That's what thesauruses are for.
Synonym.
He
Okay.
doesn't write his own content.
I do. Fuck off. I'm allowed to use AI to help
The
me
whole
with
setup is
words.
a lie.
Yeah, AI's cool. What do you mean?
Okay.
Yeah, it can be.
In front of you stands Wow, my brain just completely read that sentence and deleted it. What the fuck?
Nice aneurysm,
Never
bro.
known someone to have so much issue describing
Damn,
a
the
tree.
Fae really don't
Yes,
want you
You
going
Bro,
down
fuck this
don't
tree.
need
secret.
AI to do it for you.
Okay.
Great. You literally read the sentence and you fucking had a brain aneurysm or some shit and completely forgot it as soon as you read it.
In front of you
No,
stands
we can blame it on the Fae, y'all.
Yeah, it's the Fae.
ancient and gargantuan tree with that towers above you. The leaves itself seem to be glistening a very pale hue of almost gold and purple with a very slight shimmer of green in them. However, as you step closer, you start seeing a lot of the petals start almost withering and losing that sheen of gold and green, going into a darker hue of purple every step you take closer.
Sorry, I just want to check. Am I sounding fine or am I
Yeah, you're
ranting?
fine.
Fine.
So, you're a very chatty one. However, I'm actually quite happy to have been using you. You have been helping me in a lot more ways than you have realized. I guess in a way it's time that you knew exactly who or what I am.
Okay. Then
Just quickly getting in my notes because I actually have something written for this properly. So,
Damn it,
am I sounding fine?
yeah,
Yeah.
you
Yeah, you
sounded
sound
fine.
No, my
do you
intro
want-
cut off when Rye was speaking.
Oh, so
I was gonna say no.
that's weird.
I don't
So
know. I was
you're
you
not
sound
lagging,
fine.
but you're lagging in the fact that you can't really hear me. That's really odd.
Obviously,
Yes.
Elril wants to be heard when he has to make his final dying comment.
Okay, can you hear me now? Am I cutting out at all?
No, I can hear you perfectly.
Okay, cool. I'm not going to put on the voice changer for this. It's just going to make things more
Yeah, that's
difficult.
fine.
How old do you
Found you
think?
being difficult today.
How old do you think your land is? Your little world.
I honestly wouldn't know, and I don't think I can guess.
Compared to what my world used to be, yours is young. And a lot more constrained than it ever was. I come from before the Feywild was even shaped, when wild magic was surging unchecked. The Seelie courts and unseelie courts were but whispers. They did not even exist yet. I am what people used to call a primal fae. Last of my kind, you could say that. What I want is not something so simple. I am but a shell of what I used to be. And I aim to correct that. Ruler of this so-called city is one of the few that is reason of my downfall. Not them in particular, but their bloodline. It has taken very long, but all of the other bloodlines have been dealt with. My voice used to carry on the song of the wind. However, it is now just a lullaby of rot and decay. I shaped your world, and it was ripped away from me by your very people. But I plan to make sure that the world that was comes back. It is still there, sitting on the edge of the veil. I will make sure to restore balance, be it as a harbinger of truth or a harbinger of despair. You don't know of exactly who controls this world, do you? The ones that hide in their little floating islands around that so-called world tree they have.
World tree? What world tree?
An old branch of mine. Something they have used against me to rip parts of this world asunder. The world you live in is small. It is nothing like it used to be. The material plane is not whole. It is a broken reflection of what it once was, and I will restore it. And you, my little insignificant mortal, are going to play a very big role in making sure that happens. The ruler of the
suppose I will.
city. Find her. The moment you do, your dagger will tell you what to do.
Very well.
As for your other little friend, whoops. As he's talking
Okay.
now, you just see him slithering, almost, somewhat slithering, but like just this this form of him coiling down the tree.
It almost looks like that the shadow dragon I made a pact with in the last campaign. Almost.
Not exactly.
I was literally about to say that.
Yeah, you got that feeling as well, right, Sinmac?
Yeah, exactly that.
It's not that much like Ramir.
I mean, in the terms of how it's happening.
Your other little friend, the pointy-eared one, The one that seems to think that saloons still hold the light to them.
Sorry, my brain was like, you have to be specific. We have lots of pointy-eared friends, except for one. He's a moose. I mean, a minotaur.
Moose.
Wow. Wow. It's like that.
Holy fuck! What the fuck? You just broke me. Fuck off! Oh my god! A fucking moose.
I mean, moose are scary, so
Sorry.
you're fair enough. But still, it's really funny.
No, the
comparison.
moose came back because of the previous because of my other campaign. It's just moose. Anytime I see any form of greater bovine, it's moose now.
It looked like a moose. You make all the boy moose go. Whoa. Oh my god. Okay, where the fuck was I? Holy shit.
You were talking about how Saloon live.
Ah,
You were talking about Soul.
okay.
Moose.
Jesus.
That could be some next third personality.
Backup character.
Of the backup character.
The one who seems to have a deeper connection with Talos now. Let's just say somebody in her family is assisting you and me.
Oh. Oh.
Do not worry. As long as my plans come to fruition, no harm will come to you or them.
Well, you must know of the person traveling with us.
That little feline. There's not much he can do.
Well, so he won't pose a problem
No, he will
when
not.
I find Queen.
Trust me, I don't think he'll even realize what is going on before it even happens.
I think. Suppose I will have to start looking.
I have a feeling you will find her sooner than later. From what I've been noticing, it seems that you are a lot closer to finding her than any of the others. I believe that she knows exactly
Yes.
what is coming for her, and that's why she has gone into hiding.
The missing nobles. Or people.
That is something that you will find out soon enough.
Very well.
Now,
Am I to keep the others away from whatever is happening around the fog?
no, they'll play a pivotal role. Use them.
Very well then. Is there anything else you need of me?
No. I'm pleased with your cooperation. Not many will stay as loyal as you have been.
I try. Then
No, continue.
Elrol was gonna turn around, start walking back the way he came. That's all he was going to do. But
Go on.
feeling he wants to say something.
No. So as you leave, you still hear that same lullaby that you heard the first time you met him. Just at the back
Does
of
this
your
place
mind.
seem sort of familiar to me, or is it just very new?
Somewhat familiar, yes.
Was this the place I saw last time? Because it really doesn't look the same.
It is not the same place you saw last time.
Oh. Okay then. Guess Owl's gonna start running away.
Okay. Next
Do not go into the
person.
void.
What about the void?
No, I'm shouting at my token so it
Well,
doesn't enter the
it
void.
looks like we were completely correct, Elroll
Yep.
Soul, on what we were talking about. Like, completely and utterly fucking correct.
This is why we do not put three theorists in one room. We end up with a conclusion that might be correct.
Which
Mhm.
is
We won't be happy about said conclusion.
yeah, it's great that we kind of worked it out.
I don't
but
like
also
that I'm
terrible
getting
we were
taken
correct.
somewhere. Is it my turn to suffer?
Not yet.
Excuse me, puppy dog.
You are going out at night, so...
Oh. Yay, I'm getting abused at night.
Yeah,
No, you
I
said
do
you
not
were
have
going to be
vision.
going... I'll give you
Oh,
vision
okay,
now.
that's okay. Okay, that's what you're doing.
Thank
I'm
I was like,
actually
yeah,
wanting to try and see if the party token will actually work now to give you guys vision.
so, I
Unselect
click
your
in?
tokens quickly.
I have vision.
Yep.
How do I do that? I can't see my own token.
Just drag somewhere on the map.
Yeah, I don't have my token
You might have
selected,
selected.
and I can like see in here, and
Okay.
that's about it.
Can
Yeah,
all
you
of you
from
see in
this
this room?
I can see this room, correct?
Nope.
Not you. Okay, let
I
me
can't
quickly
see
put
anything.
your token on the map then. Maybe that's why you actually need a token on the map, which is really weird.
Am I giving you Arcana checks, by the way, I'm assuming?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
Thank
But
you.
will I be, I mean?
Okay,
I have to unselect my token, right?
yes.
Okay, I've unselected my token.
Okay,
I think I've unselected my token.
okay.
As
Look
long as you can-
over here.
yes.
Can you all see in this room?
I can see in that room, yes.
This big main one, right?
Yes.
This one where Soul
I know,
is
I
currently.
totally can't
Yes.
see in it.
There, can you see Nelson Mac?
Now, I can see. I am not blind. I am with Alvaro now.
Unselect your token and
Let me
then
see how-
look over here.
I'm trying to. It doesn't want me to select something.
Before
There
I
we
do
go.
any
Like
other
drag
rolls,
on the map.
Yeah.
before I do any rolls, can I quickly just do my 4 rolls for the expertise check for this day, since it's been enough days in between?
Let's do that in the next day, not today.
Damn it. Fine.
Okay, can you now see Sinmac?
Yes.
Okay, everybody can see now. Perfect. Okay, Soul. After a while, everybody else heads off to the rooms that they have been given, as well as Valix heading out for the evening. And you are pretty much told by Selena, as she's on her way back to her room, that your father wants to speak with you.
I do as I'm told and I go find Papa.
Well, it has definitely been quite a while since you've been home, Saul.
That it has. It's good to be back home.
I'm glad to hear that. If I may ask, what exactly you have been doing out there? Anything interesting?
Well, we fought some Steel Force people. We met some guy who can make robot-y type people. We then fought a war on Endale as well. And then we found some void creatures on the way back. Made a new friend. And one of our friends also disappeared into the night and died.
Well, seems like you've been through a lot. I'm actually surprised that you haven't run into him yet. So,
Run into someone?
something that you need to know, as it has kind of come to the point of I can't exactly hide it any longer. He is coming back, and I'm not exactly sure on his motives or his plans. However, so as he's about to speak, you see him change.
Oh god.
Clothes.
So,
Right in front of you.
Fuck off.
Wait a damn minute.
I know that penis.
oh my god!
Oh
That's
Oh
my
my
dad!
god, why? Why? Why do you do this to
Everyone look
me?
away! He showed his
Choice of
penis!
Could've used
words, DM. It's just
transform.
choice of words.
Yeah, you could have used transform. No, but you had to go for change.
Oh my god.
Everyone look away! He showed his penis!
You should have asked ChatGPT.
Okay, give me a second.
Honestly, ChatGPT probably would have turned it NSFW.
Oh my gosh.
It does that. Like you can put in like certain keywords and it makes it NSFW.
Why? Why do you guys do this to me?
Because
Now
we
you
are
do it
funny
yourself.
people.
Don't lie.
I mean,
Like I can't tell you the amount of times ChatGPT is like made a sex scene when I just asked it to do something.
My god.
Like make a
It
sexy.
knows you too well.
Well, no, I don't have like certain things like that saved to memory. It just for some reason does it. It's way more flirty than the old ChatGPT.
Okay.
the amount of students I've given 0 and sent for disciplinary hearings because they use ChatGPT in their assignments.
Jeez.
That's not bad. That's fine. It's
Yes,
problem
but you know,
solving.
it's illegal at a
No, it's
university
not. It's
level.
problem solving.
No, it's not.
Universities just need to get with the program. They need to get good. That's all.
I don't think you want your doctor or your scientist using ChatGPT when they're trying to perform a surgery on you.
I mean, either way, I have a 50-50 of dying anyways.
Not really.
My god.
All right, are you done with setting it up? Like, we're running out of things to talk about.
Yes. Okay. As he
Yeah.
changes into a different form in front of you.
I would be probably quite taken aback and just be like, take a step backwards, like in like an
Is that a
unknowing
shadow?
way. Like he doesn't know what he's confused. But he doesn't even say
Change
anything. He's
thing?
just got that look of like that expression on his face where he's like, what is going on?
So, something you would not know. Your actual father pretty much abandoned all of you. I'm not entirely sure on the reasons or the situation behind it. However, I have been trying to track him down, and in the past few months, I have managed to actually find a couple leads on him. However, the issue now comes of he seems to be coming back to the city. I took over in his place because I genuinely was looking for a family of my own. And on top of that, you and your siblings, as well as your extended family, seemed like they would have fallen apart without somebody at the helm.
Who are you?
I do not exactly have a name of my own. I have lost that over time. I should say, playing the part ends up making you that exact person after a while.
You're a fake. Why are you? He's just kind of like he's just like flabbergasted. Like he can't really respond, but he looks actually quite scared that there's like an imposter basically in front of him.
Would you rather
Well-
have lived with the knowledge that your own father did not even want you?
But you're the only person that's ever been around. And I don't even know who you are.
For all intents and purposes, I'm technically your father, but not the original.
I don't understand.
I took his place when I realized that he was going to abandon all of you. Your mother knew this, and she kept it a secret from the rest of you. When I stepped into the picture, she saw through me almost instantly.
So, how? So I don't know who you are or who you think you are.
So, I am actually your biological father. Your other father was never actually the one who gave birth to you. He never wanted anything to do with, well, any offspring.
Okay, I still. Firstly, I don't believe you. Second of all, I still don't know who you are or why you're in our house.
Because I live here. Let me put it this way. Selena is your half sister. She was sprung from the original Adonis. You, however, are my flesh and blood. So, in other words, you are actually part changeling.
I'm what?
Damn.
But my father's an elf, and so is my mother.
Yes, I took on that form, and I have been in that form for a very long time.
Does my mom know this? Did she know this?
Yes, she knew this. And on the subject of your mother and her death, I take it you already know exactly how she died and what was the cause of her death.
I don't know if I should be speaking about this with someone I don't trust, but I know that what the public thinks of her passing is incorrect. And
I'm not talking about what the public knows.
well, why don't you tell me what you think was the truth?
Your bloodline before I was introduced into it is very tightly connected with Saloon, correct? Well,
Yes.
let's just say due to the fact that, well, Saloon hasn't exactly been keeping up on her blessing on your family, on our family, your mother unfortunately was on the receiving end of what I would call a karma beast, but I do not actually know what they are really called. It is not something I am able to even deal with, let alone was even able to help her with. the day that it came and claimed her, I did everything I could. But there's only so much I can do against a beast that I cannot even touch.
So you knew this thing was coming.
She knew too. She was the one who told me about it.
Why didn't anyone prepare themselves for the situation if you both knew it was coming? You could have done something more to stop it.
We tried. Everything we could. The only people we were able to save was your half-sister. She is no longer bound by that karma debt. However, when it comes to you, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not sure what you have done in your life so far, what you have encountered, let alone what situations you run into.
Well, I've been told this supposed creature is to come after me as well because of my bloodline. And I've seen a vision or two of sparse details, but I know nothing more than that.
However, there is something different about you than when you were here before. Something else is assisting you. I can't really put my finger on it. It's not something I've felt before.
Someone of a great stance has offered me aid, and I've offered my ability to the best of my ability to them in return.
Well, whatever it is powerful, and I believe it will actually be able to help you. The methods that we use to ensure your sister's safety won't exactly work on you without your mother here.
Why not?
I do not exactly have the same kind of magical prowess she did.
She was a very powerful woman indeed.
As she was. And if anything, it was what made me fall in love with her even more.
When he says that, Sol kind of looks disgusted. Like, he's almost in the sense of like, don't you speak about my mother like that.
You will come to terms with what has happened. And I do hope for your sake, when you do meet the real, original Adonis, you realize why I did what I did.
Does Selena know about this? About you?
She does. I've had to tell her because of what happened.
Who else knows?
Only you and your sister. The rest of the family do not know. If anything, it was actually your mother's request not to involve anyone else.
I still don't quite believe anything you're saying to me. But more importantly, why did you step in when it's not your family to begin with? You said you're a changeling, right?
Yes. I was young when I lost my family. I wandered through the Feywilds for quite a few years before coming into this city. And for a lot of the time that I was in the city, I was always looked down on, shunned.
Well, your kind isn't exactly trustworthy.
I wouldn't exactly know much about that. I'd never actually met much of my kind, let alone knew any of my family.
Okay, Saul's gonna kind of like gesture like around them and be like, well, this is exactly this type of situation. This is exactly why you're not trustworthy. Because you hide it. And you lie about who you really are. And who knows if you're telling us your true intentions or not. But I suppose now that I think about it, now I understand why my mother would never explain why my appearance changed. She just said it was lunar magic. When she never changed and no one else ever did.
Yes. That I'm not entirely sure on her reasonings, but I was never one to question her judgment.
So what exactly do you want? It's clearly you obviously want something out of this. You chose a very specific family, did you not?
I only chose this family because I noticed there was a vacuum. Nothing more, nothing less. My only goals now are to ensure the safety of this family, of you, your sister, and everyone else connected to us.
Saul's just gonna like scoff at his answer. Like he does not believe this man at all. Sure. So let's say I give you the benefit of the doubt in this conversation. Who is this person that I'm supposed to run into? Another changeling, a friend of yours perhaps? Or is it, I don't know, maybe my sister's not actually my sister? Or is it my nephew that you've screwed over? Who's this person?
None of the above, and I've already told you. The original Adonis.
Uh-huh. Okay. Sure. That makes no sense. Well, do you need anything more of me? And he's gonna do like air quotes, Dad.
No, I do not. I just thought that you should know the truth before anything happens, be it good or bad.
Bit late for that. That's all you need me for.
Yes.
I'm just gonna like do like a turn around, like a very dramatic like turn, and then just like stomp out of the room, just like in a very like screw you kind of vibe. I'm done with you.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. And now we move to Valix.
Back to our scheduled program trauma.
Which one of you is spamming doors?
Alright, so what am I rolling?
You won't have to roll anything. So,
Also, where's my damn avatar?
Are we supposed to be seeing
Not yet.
Valak?
Don't worry.
Nah,
Okay.
apparently mine is a bit more secret.
No,
Oh,
no.
look, I see a twink bunny boy in the distance.
He's just outside for now. Don't worry. There you go. Okay. My gosh. Okay. Anyways, so as you head outside and you find a little secluded spot, you open the book that your avatar found and brought to you.
Acquired, yeah. Legally acquired, yeah.
The words that were originally jumbled and pretty much unable to be read because they just kept moving now stand still.
Okay. I look at the words and read them. Do I know the language?
Let me quickly check your languages. You actually can make out some of it. A lot of it is written in Draconic.
Alright.
From what you can tell, a lot of this is literally a madman's writing. However, the words almost are talking to you. Almost as if you've got these soft mutters whispering in your head in a language that you actually cannot fully understand.
Does it feel like familiar? Does it feel like the language of the void? No, you said it wouldn't be
No.
related to the void.
But it does feel familiar.
Oh, okay.
It feels very familiar to the same magic that Columbina used to use.
Oh yeah, hold on. And just send some things here. Quickly just pause recording, go to the other VC.
That's quite ominous.
Indeed, it is.
Okay.
Welcome back.
So,
Yes.
sorry,
Just a
incorrect name.
miscommunication is all. Yeah, just miscommunication is all.
So, it is similar to the type of magic that you felt from Morgana back a couple years ago.
Okay. Am I able to remember what the language was called?
Not exactly, no. However, the more you read through the book, the more incomprehensible the words get. But almost as if the mutters that you are hearing start getting louder, they stop for just a moment. And you just get this very heavy feeling in the back of your mind that you need to go to sleep.
Oh, yeah, totally. I'll trust that feeling. What could go wrong? I would
Nap time.
I would close the book, I suppose, and put it in my bag or on my way, so whatever, as I start to go towards the room that we were all given to use for the night for rest.
Okay.
The DM's just trying to be casual about go the fuck to the room to sleep.
Music bot is dead.
I'll fix
I
it now.
left the voice channel.
Yeah, it's because I left the channel, that's why.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Literally just what he said.
Right. So as I enter, it's like a single room for everyone, right? Like everyone has a single
Yes.
room, or is it like? Okay, then yeah, I would enter the room, and I suppose I would either take off my armor to sleep in my armor just mode as I need to rest, following the feeling I was getting.
Mm-hmm. And just... Okay. So, as you fall asleep, you feel this rush of just... almost as if you are falling, but at the same time, you have that fight or flight feeling at the exact same time, pulling you down to the ground.
Would I be able to try and instinctively summon my avatar to fuse with it so I get my wings?
No, you seem to
okay.
feel completely cut off.
Oh, that's not good.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna pull you to the map now. I'm just making everybody else invisible.
What could go wrong? I just suddenly am cut off from the fucking primordial power I've been connected to all my life. Oh yeah, that can't be bad. Oh god. Alright, let's see.
As you open your eyes again, you are in a very misty forest area, swirling blue energy surrounding you. However, when you're walking over the ground, no sound is made and no footprints are left. None of the grass seems to be disturbed, and none of this. Even when you are walking, you actually hit a rock, but your foot goes straight through.
I would try to open my mouth to speak. Can I even make any sound?
As you do make sound, but it's almost as if you're in a bubble.
Interesting. I would look around as I keep walking, I guess, down the pathway.
Okay. As you're walking, in front of you is a familiar face. Their back turned to you. They seem to be looking at an item in their hands, and they do not notice you at all.
Am I able to walk closer and see the item in her hands?
Yes. So, in her hands, there seems to be a sort of... let me get the image of it. It's easier to show you with an image and then explain it.
Okay. Am I getting sent an imagey?
Yes.
Let us see this imagey.
Well, that's not terrifying at all.
What?
Not gonna lie, she looks sort of like a comic book character.
Oh yeah, so yeah, that's where I basically got her from Manhwa.
1 second, I just need to let my cat out of the room.
I really liked her appearance. I was like,
fuck
it. Yeah, I really liked her appearance. It looked cool. So I said fuck it, and I just chose her to replace the old image I had, so I like this one a bit more.
That's
okay.
Fair.
Sorry about that. I am back. Where is the stupid item?
Obviously, it was given to me somehow. Like, she just suddenly knew I was there. She just tossed me the item. Obviously, now I have it.
No, you don't.
Not yet. You.
Here it is.
All right, let's see
I'm
what you
assuming
say.
this
Yes.
blue stuff is magic lines?
Yes.
Interesting.
Ley line?
Somewhat. You're not exactly able to tell because
I
you're not here.
really want to try and absorb this excess magic, but I know that's probably bad.
You're not exactly there.
I know my body's not my conscience says.
Here it is. Fuck. Stupid item. Couldn't find it for so flipping long.
Oh, that does not look good. That item, does it remind me of anything I've ever seen or ran into before or anything like that? Does it feel
Not
familiar?
specifically. However, the runes and engravings seem to be swirling inside of it. From what you
Okay.
can tell, she is actually reading off of it and following it. Almost as if she's searching for something.
Do those runes look familiar? Like, are these the same runes from the book I just read, or different?
No,
runes?
completely different.
Fucking Christ!
It doesn't look
Okay.
like anything you've actually encountered before either.
I would walk a bit closer until like I'm right beside her, as I would speak her name, Morgana, wanting to see if she can perhaps hear me in some fashion.
For a moment, it seems like she does not hear you at all, but then she seems to lift her head and look around. But you're not sure if it's because she heard you or
something else.
It was something else entirely. After a little while of her reading through these, she seems to put it down on his side.
Okay.
And in front of her is a small creature that scampers down the road.
Okay.
After a little while, she seems to head towards one of the trees, almost leaving a mark on it to make sure that she knows where she has been.
I would follow along. Oh my god, it's gonna end up bad.
Okay. After a while, you seem to notice these strands of blue energy around you turn a very faint hue of purple.
Does it feel void-like?
No.
Okay.
However, she does take notice and seems a little uneasy.
Oh, lovely. I love every single time something's purple, I just assume void. I keep looking around. Can I spot anything else other than like this magic changing?
Give me
Arcana?
Arcana, yes.
Normal or advantage?
Actually advantage. Fuck it.
Okay, I'm gonna roll them separately. So that is a
decently high
18.
enough. From what you can tell, this is definitely not the material plane.
Okay.
However, because you are currently within Onicaster and you've already felt this magic before, you can already feel it heavily here. This place is permeated with Fey magic.
Oh god. So it looks like we're right. He was just using the Steel Force as a distraction for the actual threat, which is the Fae.
Who's the fucking Fae, man?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was pretty obvious that this was gonna happen. Like, it always felt like that. What the rune she placed on the tree, does it look like it has hold any significance in any fashion, or just like a simple etching to remind her this is where she came from?
It's a reminder of where she has been.
Okay.
However, she then looks at the item again, and within it, you notice a very faint image of
Okay.
what seems to be an eladrin.
Eladrin. I'm trying to remember what an Eladrin even is, but okay.
They're part of the
does
Fey
it-
realm,
Fey
the
elf.
seasons. They go with the seasons, like the spring, summer, autumn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Does it look like a one I've ever seen before?
No. However,
Okay.
they seem very much royal in their demeanor.
Oh, great.
Her face. Let me just send you an image. Actually, give me a second.
Lovely. So Elril, why did we have to be right about the Steel Force being the distraction and then the fucking Feywilds being involved?
I don't know about them being a distraction.
Because
They're their own
We're
problem.
good theorists.
But yeah, I wouldn't say they're a distraction.
we're
They're
good
definitely their own
theorists.
problem.
But
But we are
you know what I
definitely
mean.
right about the Fae.
You know what I mean, Joel.
Okay.
Definitely right about the Fae.
That is her image
Did you send
when
it
it
to me?
uploads.
Yes.
Oh, my ear.
I don't like how this reminds me of Saloon for some reason.
What season is it? Do we see the picture? Just for out of character knowledge?
Fine.
This person is what Morgana is viewing, correct?
Yes. And from what you
Can I roll
tell,
history or
Sure.
arcana or something to see if I can recognize if this is a Fey queen by any chance, or a very high person in hierarchy for the Fey?
Sure.
Arcana or what?
Actually, for this one, I think
Because
give me
it-
a insight check.
Okay, insight first. Normal or
This one would be normal. Oof.
that
Okay.
one? I kind of want
It's
to.
fine.
I kind of want to use my fucking inspiration almost.
Sure. It's up to you.
I have it. So, well, what other things do I have to roll, or can I not roll anything?
Before you roll anything,
Yeah.
you can hear her talk to herself. And almost like a
what do I-
hushed tone, like she's trying not to have anything around the area hear her. Damn it. Where the hell have you gone? I need to find you before he does.
Oh god. Does she say any names under her breath, or no? I'm assuming not,
No.
since the Fae ones. Was the insight for this by any chance?
No. So, give me a
This is
history
just a
check.
normal. This is just a normal fucking inspiration, so I could get it back.
Let's see if you're able to get it with a history check.
Can I? Okay, if I roll my history, would I still be able to decide if I use my inspiration for the insight that was
Yes.
the nat 1 to make it a nat 20?
You
Okay.
can.
Would I not be able to just roll Arcana because it's Eldritch symbols, magical traditions, planes of existence, and the inhabitants of those planes, and this is not a normal plane after all.
Actually, yeah, give me Arcana. That actually would work. Okay.
20.
Nice. So,
What do you guys think? Should I? Well, hold on. Do you guys think I should insight? Get the high roll insight?
What do you want to insight exactly?
Yeah, I don't know what the insight's for. That's the issue.
don't worry.
All I know
Okay.
is it's a nat 1.
So with that 26 Arcana, you can definitely tell the person that is being shown on that item is definitely Fey, but not directly native to the Feywilds. From what you can tell, they're more than likely more native of the material plane.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you give me a history check, I might be able to give you a little bit more information.
10. So I'd know the bare minimum, if anything, probably.
Okay, give me 1 second, I'm gonna roll something.
Oh god. 66.
Okay, you are lucky. So,
Okay, that's good, that's good.
you can remember, specifically Shira spoke about this person that he's been
Okay,
looking for.
my notes to write in it. You're looking for this person. Okay.
The person he's looking for is Zerdiel.
Please put that in.
1 second.
That's the queen. The
Oh,
elven
lovely.
queen.
So
Podcaster.
we're gonna have to probably stop Elroy from killing the person.
You forget
Oh, well,
it's
you're gonna get stanked by your patron.
So Elroy, you're kind of fucked no matter what, because either you listen to your patron and then get all of us fucked over, or you don't and then you get yourself fucked over.
Fuck! May the odds be
Yeah.
forever in your favor.
There we go.
And
So,
unluckily for you,
you
apparently
forget.
this person matters to my character's back NPC. So, wait, where'd you put the
Yeah.
name? Okay.
It's also in the under NPC image.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna use my inspiration. I think to. Fuck. I don't know if I should. Okay. Has the insight thing come up yet, or has it not come up? Because I don't know what to do.
Don't worry about the inside.
Why?
It's not needed. Don't worry. So
I don't like that.
before you are pulled back awake, the last thing you hear, as you see her clutching an almost jewel that she has hanging on her side.
Okay.
Who's clutching the jewel, Morgana or the other person?
Morgana.
Okay.
Damn it, I wish you were still around.
Also, I wanted to ask if I'd be able to like connect my thoughts with her, since I don't need my physical body to do so, and try and speak to her.
You can definitely try.
I try to do so as I
Okay.
call out to her in her mind, saying it's me.
I am going to need you to give me
Oh god.
a
Arcana, I'm
D100.
assuming. To see if it goes through.
Yes.
45, that's below, I think, right? So it doesn't.
Give me a second.
Okay.
I need to roll this privately. I'll show you. Okay. It does not go through. It almost feels as if the moment you try to do this, it bounces back at you.
I want to really. Can the fucking inspiration be used for that?
Oh my gosh.
I'm just saying, it doesn't matter. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
won't,
Something will
no.
eventually.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. There's something else that will eventually come up with her and my character at some point, so there's no rush.
the gem that is on her side, you remember that was given to her. I believe you haven't changed her name, right?
I'd have to check, but I don't.
The one who died.
I'd have. Yeah.
She hasn't. Her name hasn't changed, right?
I'd have to check. I don't have it open right now. I'm not even in my room. I just have my headset on.
Okay, let me quickly check.
Yes, I'll probably change it, but I doubt it has changed at the moment.
Because
it's just a code name anyways, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So you remember that was a gem that was given to her by Arlecchino.
Yeah.
We have that name written down somewhere.
I'll quickly.
I have.
Spelling.
It's yeah. It literally doesn't matter because that's not her name.
Yeah,
but,
we're just putting that as placeholder now. But it's essentially Elias for.
Yeah.
And you can hear
I-
in her voice, it's definitely more of a painful remembrance. Almost as if
Okay.
she knows what's happened.
Hmm.
And with that, you are woken up.
Fuck.
And you actually sleep about 9 hours, which is not normal for you.
No, it is not. That is fuck. Okay. I almost wish it was rather the void than this bullshit, but I should have used my inspiration on that insight check. Whatever.
Okay.
You'll have another chance.
Well, no, it's because it's like, what if I get another inspiration? Actually, I think if I get another inspiration, it just turns into a plot point from what we discussed, I think.
So, pretty much all of you wake up in your own respective beds. And
I would immediately go and find Soul and pull him aside to talk to him.
Soul is currently in his own bed.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I would go and find Soul to do so.
Okay.
Okay. Do I have to roll anything, or can I just assume I find Soul at some point?
You're in the same room.
Okay. I'd pull like Soul aside into another room or just away from everyone else and begin talking to him in his head. Soul, you know a lot about this place, obviously, as you were born here, right?
The first thing he's going to say is, do we have to do this telepathically?
Well, kind of, yes, because I was just brought to the Feywilds, so I'm a bit on edge, yes.
Okay, fair enough. So am I. Yes, I was born here. I think. Actually, I don't know anymore.
My memories are still quite vacant at the moment, but someone from my past, Morgana, was looking for someone, a woman, an Eldrin, before I would like describe her appearance and the name of the woman, seeing if Soul knows her at all.
He would at least know of the name, wouldn't he? And like a description?
I mean, like, this is like this place's ruler. Like,
Yeah.
Yes, you would
like
know.
I feel like you would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like if it's the place's ruler, you would just like straight up know.
Yes, she is the ruler of only Costa at the moment. Although the ruler has supposedly gone missing for a while. So I've not heard
I
of
think
her whereabouts.
Shira is not being totally honest with us potentially. Morgana was talking to herself, saying how she needs to find her before he does. And Shira is coincidentally looking for this person as well. And we both know that Shira has most likely not been fully honest with us about why he was doing as he does and why he's with us.
So, hold on, let me get this straight. You think that Shira is looking for the queen?
Oh, not looking. He is looking. It's not a coincidence. We know he is looking for her. We just don't know why. Yeah, no, like we legitimately know.
Many people would be looking for her. I mean, she's the ruler that has gone missing. Is it weird?
I guess, but we don't know why he is and why Morgana is looking for
And
Miss
who
Eldrin.
is Morgana?
How much do I remember of my past, Ray?
Majority of it now.
Okay, really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Person I worked closely with back when I was far younger and before I lost my memory and started traveling with you lot.
Okay. Why does Morgana want to find them? Why
And
is
as I
Morana declined
said
that way?
already, I don't even fully know why. All I know is she's looking for this Eladrin, and she needs to do it before he does. Granted, perhaps she means another person and not Shira. Not only that, she also had this weird device. I don't really know what to call it. I would then describe it and send you the photo, Elril. Then you can also be confused at what the fuck you're looking at. Oh, that's Elril. Fuck. Why do I keep getting you fuckers mixed up?
One's a biting rabbit, one's not.
I love how we're always mistaking Valaketh and Valix, and now we're mistaking Soul and Ural.
Yeah. That's the thing she had. So.
Okay. Would Sol have seen or read or anything about this
No.
thing?
It's nothing you've seen before.
Lovely. You just see like Valix take his mask off as he rubs in between his eyes at the bridge of his nose and just exhaustion at having to deal with this bullshit.
Yeah, I can't say I've ever seen or heard
Sometimes
anything
I
like
wish I never got sealed and I didn't lose my memories and I could just stayed home and never started this bullshit.
that. You know what? Maybe that's something you can discuss with us over dinner one time. It sounds.
Yeah, no, I'm good, thanks. Concerning that little detail and part of my life, I'm more than happy to not talk about it.
Okay, we all have our secrets. Fair enough.
But it is concerning. Oh, Soul, have you ever noticed how off everything has been? It's I would then we would just start talking to each other about like the actual theories we had out of session, and
Yeah.
talk about them like they're in session.
I think Sol, because I don't know if Falix knows this in or out of character, but Sol does.
What?
So considering that the whole conspiracy theory thing, he would say that the. Do you know anything about the fog?
The fog?
Okay, no, you don't.
Well, yeah, no, I guess not.
Yeah,
'cause
he has
I
only
don't know what
casted
the fuck-
this.
I have no. Yeah, I have no clue what the fuck you're talking about. So no. Oh wait, I would wait. You're talking. Wait, there's a fog in Onicaster.
Yes.
Yeah.
When your
It's
character
a
says
fog
that,
that-
yeah, I would immediately explain that there was also a fog to the place his conscience was taken, and there was
Oh.
these almost lines of magic that turned purple at one point.
I'm not sure if there's a
Great.
direct connection, but as I'm not
Never
sure
know.
exactly where your dream took place. However, this
Feywilds,
fog
that's all I
in-
know.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I told you. I
well,
told you it took
you
place
see,
in the Feywilds.
this fog, from what I know and have somewhat experienced, is a direct pathway between the Fey realm and the material plane.
Fucking Fey bullshit.
It is only caster. But however,
It is only
the
cost.
Alex is having his
So-
it's insane. He's like, it sounds like you're in the Fey
So
city.
let's get this. Let's get everything right. So one, we have Elrol's mysterious patron. We have the Steel Force. We have the Void, and now we have Fey bullshit going on. Lovely.
Out of character, yes. We don't know about Elrond's patron in character.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said mysterious
yeah.
patron because we don't know who the patron is yet.
Also, this
Technically,
fog
y'all don't even know I
is-
have a patron.
No, we don't know anything yet.
Well, I'm pretty sure we know you're a warlock, and warlocks have patrons.
We don't know he's a warlock.
No.
Do we not? I'm pretty sure we.
You
No,
still think
out
he's
of,
a
out of
bard?
character,
Nope.
out of character we do.
Okay.
In character we don't.
Okay, I thought we.
But
somehow
also
found
this
out.
fog in Onicaster, it is very heavily monitored and patrolled. I don't know whether
boy.
it's a good or bad thing, but from where I stand, it's a good thing. I mean, I'm sure you're not oblivious to the dangers of the Fey realm when it gets out of control.
Not at all. But there's still the other concern. If the Fae is starting to be involved, we already know the Void will eventually get involved. But in what capacity? So, after all, if the Void magic was the origin magic for everything, then perhaps there is some connection between everything here. I believe, Soul, that we have been so single-mindedly focused on the Steel Force, we've been ignoring other glaring issues and concerning things that have been happening. And I believe that's going to slowly start to screw us over if we continue to ignore it in the favor of the Steel Force.
Yes, I agree we should be focusing on multiple things right now. However, it would be silly of us to ignore the threat of the Steel Force and the connection they likely do have, in the sense that they were buddying with nobles here in some way. And whether those nobles are the ones that went missing or not is something we have yet to discover.
I don't know, Soul. I truly don't know. There's just too many variables and too many what-ifs and not enough certainties that we have for this. After all, why was Morgana in the Feywilds? What is she looking for? Why is she looking for this Eladrin? What powers could this Eladrin have that she's looking for her?
Well, Eladrin are very versatile in their powers, and you know, Eladrin come with different seasons depending on their moods, right?
Indeed.
And well, different abilities come with those
Would I
phases,
be able to?
we call them.
Would I know like what each Eladrin phase would be, Ray, and what they could have power-wise, or no? From that Arcana check I did, which was like a 26 or some shit.
You do know the majority of Eladrin mainly focus on the different seasons.
Yeah. Would I know what Eladrin type she is from that Arcana roll? It's
I mean,
literally
if Soul
so.
had seen her, he'd be able to tell you
Yeah.
what form she was in, at least when, like, she was here, quote unquote, or was
You
last
can
seen,
tell her what
whatever.
she looked like.
Okay. I mean, I would have already told Soul that, anyways, because I already described her appearance.
Yeah, because that's how Soul knew who Valix was talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would assume from that picture it's winter. If you're going off the play, like the normal seasons.
From what you can tell, yes, it would be winter.
Knowing Ray, though, it's not.
Yeah.
You just see Valix sit down on chair as he just looks annoyed at everything. Well, what's our next step then, Soul? Out of character, what did we come here for again? Because I know we came here for Soul and Alril for some reason. I don't remember like the actual full reason.
It was that, and then we wanted to figure out what the nobles were doing with the Steel
Okay.
Force, and now we've got extra to do.
Yeah.
That.
I would look
Yeah,
to Soul.
Elwell was
Well-
trying to avoid the city.
Yeah. Well, Soul, it looks like now, along with the Steel Force problem, we now have to start looking into the Fey problems. And not only that, there's also something else that's more concerning. Why is Morgana looking for her in the Feywilds, and why is Morgana so far from home? Typically, my people don't leave the place they come from. This is concerning.
I feel like that is only a question your friend can answer. Because, well, as I'm sure you know, the Feywilds are a tricky place, and some people who go there without a guide or step off the path or get tricked or otherwise can never leave. And some, if you go there with a
Valix
guide, can...
would get up as he speaks. That's not an issue. Morgana is far more clever than most believe her to be. It's why she's left home that truly concerns me, and all the reasons and conclusions I'm getting do not paint a good picture at all.
Yes, I don't doubt that this friend of yours has an excellent repertoire of skills. But don't underestimate the Feywilds. They're
Oh,
infamous
I'm
for a
not,
reason.
Soul, but the main concern I have is why she left. For her to leave from the position she was in does not bode well from the conclusions I'm starting to think of. But there's at least one conclusion that's not so bad. Perhaps for a way as well to bring back our mutual friends, as you would hear almost a slight fondness in Valex's voice in your head.
I think Sol would look at him like his face would be like quite surprised because he's never heard this tone
Yeah.
of Alex's voice before. But it's not like it's
Yeah.
not the teasing surprise. It's like the genuine surprise.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I
Oh,
know what you
he
mean.
cares about
Yeah.
someone, kind of thing.
Yeah. But anyways, like concerning a mutual friend of both myself and Morgan. Oh, and I guess for clarification, like when he talks about Morgana and this friend, his voice would be warm and slightly fond.
Yeah, so Sol would pick up on that, but he's not the type to be
Yeah.
like, why are you being nice about this person? He's like,
Granted, I don't really know how that would translate to me talking in your head of all things, but yeah.
No, you can transfer emotion by talking telepathically.
Yeah.
It's not
I
a
don't know if
tone of
that's how it
voice.
works from
It's
my
the tone of
that's
voice.
yeah, I'd have to check if that's how it works from my telepathic
Oh, I
speech
don't
though.
know. But if your friend is still within the Fey realm, do we think the Queen is in the Fey realm as well?
Honestly, knowing our luck and just how god awful it is, I wouldn't be surprised if she is. Because let's be real, our fucking luck is awful.
Ray, would you have said that? Remember how we mentioned that Sol might have used the fog once? Would he have actually used it?
Yes.
When he went around? Okay, so he has been through it. Well, I don't want to overstep our abilities, but if we find a guide, I might know of one person, maybe, or maybe he'll know of another person.
Alrighty.
We could potentially go briefly through the Fey realm, but that we'd need to very much prepare for, as you have no idea what you're going to run into there.
Not at all. So yeah, probably our best bet is to prepare for the next few days.
And
train up our skills and our knowledge.
Yes.
And prepare for it.
And I learned something about myself with regards to the Fae, but we can speak about that another time. I think firstly, let's find everyone and fill them all in. Especially Elrol, I have no idea where he is.
I told you guys where.
Yeah, I mean, but he means that I don't know if he's still there or if he's wandered off.
You know what? That's fair. I did end up wandering off, yes.
Let's gather everyone. Let's gather everyone. I have one or two things to say to my family, and then I also want to be out this house for a while. So then let's go find Elrol with everyone else.
Okay.
I guess then, so he's basically just gonna go to his sister and do the check of the "Are you okay?" vibe without spilling what he learned the previous night. He's just kind of checking in on everyone as he's going through the house, but he's avoiding his dad. It's like, fuck you, I don't know who you are.
So the only person you find is Shone. The other three don't seem to be in the house at the moment. They've possibly gone out.
Quickly, I'm doing my 4 animal checks and speaking to either Pebble or Dwayne to try and get my expertise.
Okay. As all of you do leave the room, you see a very familiar set of horns peeking, from behind the chair in front of one of the fireplaces.
I have advantage or no from the last time I failed?
You didn't have advantage, but you will have advantage for the next one, because it's just not enough.
Good morning, Elf.
Would we have had that conversation about the Steel Force at dinner last night?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
Also, yeah, just while Valix is doing the checks, I suppose we would technically do this at night or whenever we're resting again. But Sol was doing his medicine, I think for medicine, and I can't actually remember what I rolled last time.
Don't worry, I've got it. You can do that this day's evening.
Wait, no. Yeah, then I guess when he's like checked in with Hyun and be like, "Where's everyone?" and he's been like, "Oh, they've gone out." He'd just be like, keep an eye on them. Blah blah blah. It's a dangerous world out there. He's just talking shit basically, but he's
He
checking
looks
in
at you
right.
very confused.
You've fought enough wars. I think you know what I'm talking about.
Very well.
Anyway, I have stuff to do, and I don't want to be in this house right now. So I'll see you later, Uncle. Okay?
Okay. Take care of yourself.
Mm-hmm. Love you. Bye. Just like toss out the room.
Bye.
I remember that. And that's probably when he like runs straight into like Sinmai. Can you imagine coming from like? Doof.
Pretty much.
Oh, you're back.
I am, yes. Thank you, Alf.
How was your magical disappearance vacation?
Eventful, as always. I think my training is finally paying.
That's
That
wonderful
is
to
good
hear.
to hear.
Indeed.
Not sure exactly how you go about your training, but it's always good to know that you feel like you're improving.
Yes, met with an old acquaintance.
Good catch-up session then?
Well, it was more of a sparring match, really.
Oh. I guess. That does make sense.
It does. Usually I would not be able to take him on.
Congratulations on your achievement then. He gets like, he's shorter than Sinmac. Well, no, he's probably like the same height as Sinmac sitting down now. He's just gonna give him like a pat on the back, like, ooh. He's finally up at like eye level height with this man.
Or just give a grunt. Like, why? Why physical contact?
Say again, sorry?
Why physical contact? That's the vibe you're getting from him.
He like slowly like removes his hand, but just kind of like smiles. Well, if you make yourself at home, first of all, and if you need anything, let me know. Or
Thank
my
you.
uncle.
I have no idea where I am, so I just took a seat.
Ah, yes, you're in my home in Onicaster.
Oh, you made it. Okay. That is good to know.
Yes, it was a rather eventful arrival. And he's gonna like go on this long, like dramatic, over the top, detailed, like how they teleported in, and all like he's doing like the childlike thing where they make it sound so much more crazy than it actually was.
I'd only catch half of that staring into the fire.
Well, if you're when he eventually finishes his little story, Elril hasn't obviously is not staying here. He is at a certain tavern, and we all need to discuss a good couple of bad things. So we should probably go find him first.
Lead the way. I am new to this place.
Okay. And then as he's I don't know where Valix has gone. Oh, Valix is there. As he's kind of walking past, I'm assuming Valix would be more here as they're speaking. He could be chatting to Dwayne later.
Yeah, it's basically whenever I'm done.
But yeah, it's basically like Sol's gonna like walk like kind of between these two, and like look at Valix and then look at Shira and then say, "Shira's gonna come along too, right?"
You're talking to Valix?
Yeah, he's like posing the question. He's phrasing it like he's posing the question to
Yeah, I know what
Alex,
you're
but he's
yeah, I
saying
know
it
what you're
to Shira.
Yeah. And Valix would just answer in your head as he's more focused on Dwayne if he has to. As it's still totally up to Shira if he even comes with us anyways.
Yeah, I did see why I shouldn't.
Because I have a question or two for you.
Ask away.
Oh, we will. Anyway, shall we go find Orwell?
Okay.
Indeed.
I do want to also at some point, you don't have to do it right now, but it would be before like they leave the city or whatever. I want Sol to get like a book of Celestial so that he can start learning.
Oh, I actually kind of want to do that as well. Celestial would not
We
be
can
a
share the
bad
book.
one.
We can help each other. Woo!
Okay.
I third that.
Can I find
God,
a book
study session.
then? Can I find a book on Infernal then? As I know Abyssal, but I also want to know Infernal just in case.
Infernal's a bit of a difficult one. You might not find a
Well,
book.
can I roll perception or something or whatever I'd roll to try and find this?
You won't be able to find it at the moment.
Okay, fair enough. Then I guess I'd just try and find another book of Celestial just so we don't have to share one book between 3 people. And yeah.
Well, I mean, if they do study sessions kind of at a similar time, you might, depending on
I mean,
how
I
outrageous
guess.
it, you can get like a study boost if someone. Oh, but that's more if you're teaching someone. Hey, not
Yeah,
really.
okay. I'm still gonna get an extra book just in case. Am I able to find an extra book on Celestial?
In Soul's Home. Or
I
where?
suppose.
I'm raiding my house's library. Taking a look.
Let me see if you even have one. Give me a second.
I mean, I imagine his mom would have definitely spoken Celestial.
I'm gonna see if you have one. I'm rolling physical dice for this one.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna get my uncle to teach me it. I know he speaks Celestial. If we don't have a book, I'm like, Uncle, teach me.
Okay, there is a book that is written in Celestial. You might be able to decipher it.
But it's not like, is it just a book in Celestial, or is it like
Yes.
a book they learn Celestial from?
No, it's just a book that's written in Celestial.
Okay, so it's basically still would want to go get like a language book to learn.
Yes.
Okay.
That's if
Gotta take the book
anybody
anyway.
even has one that is, readily available.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the. No, I'm not gonna take it now. Let me take it another time. But yeah, I guess if they go past like a library on the way to wherever Elrul's Tavern is, I don't remember where it is. That check in on any places that potentially sell language books.
Possibly. You'll have to go and look at the Arcanum Grove for something like that.
You can go bother the professor again.
Yeah.
You do remember Elrul telling you that he was going to be on the east side of the city, in a tavern there.
I gave
He
them
gave
a
us the
detailed
tavern's name.
explanation of how to get
Yeah.
there.
That is true.
And how to get there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be difficult to find it. Just gotta walk there. But yeah, I think at least the soul would be like find Elrol first, then like do celestial stuff. That's just something I want him to try and study.
Yep.
So off we go to tavern to find Errol, if he's there.
I think I wandered back in and I'm probably nursing a very cold drink right now. I believe we're also meeting my friend today. You said it would take about a day for him to get back.
A day or two, yes.
So there is a chance it might be tomorrow.
Give me a second. I need to find the image of him again. I might just have to use a new one. I can't remember what he looks like. It's been so long since I've actually
think
looked
if you
at that NPC.
I think if you type in the chat, the Owlin friend, it'll bring him up.
Ah, yeah, true. Let me quickly check.
Yeah, you wanted to change the image anyway.
Yeah.
Give me a sec. Oh, now you want. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think it was. Yeah, it was the first one. I'm
Oh, yeah, cool.
It's that one.
Okay. Give me 1 second then.
It was way back in fucking 2020.
Uh-huh. It was a while back.
It's been ages.
Okay, give me like 2 or 3 minutes quickly.
Holy fuck, is my mother an actual piece of human fucking garbage?
What do you mean?
So, my cat is dying because it needs to be put on oxygen. It has cancer, some shit, I don't know what.
Oh.
And she and my little sister turns to my grandmother, who's crying, and blames her for the cat's condition.
The fuck?
My grandmother, who is having a heart palpitation at the moment because of her sheer depression over what's happening and crying her eyes out, and then they turn to her and start blaming her for the cat's problems.
Damn, that's not very nice. Like, it's stressful on everybody, don't, like, you know?
I mean, they're lucky I wasn't there. I would have fucking told them to shut the fuck up, that they are pieces of human shit. And when their dog dies, I'll say the exact same shit to you that you just said to her. I would have said that to them.
Losing anyone or any pet or anything to cancers. It's horrible.
There we go.
I don't know. They should just be fucking thankful I wasn't there, or the fucking shit I would have said to them. Okay, what happened while I was gone?
Nothing, don't worry.
Nothing, we're just heading to Elril, and then we're gonna go look at the Arcane Sanctum, possibly for a book on language of Celestial at some point. Not going there yet, we're going to Elril first.
And that's done. Quickly do his token. I love this token maker, it's so fast. And done. Okay. So, you want to first find a book to learn Celestial, hey?
No, we're first going to Elril.
Okay, first going to Elril.
Because it would make more sense to... He's the priority.
That is true. Okay, so, you guys are going here. Holy Spirit, activate. I don't know why I had that stupid song in my fucking head.
Okay then. I'm sitting next to Wolfcat in person. I came back. I'm nursing shit now. What the does
Man, I
run
can't wait for
away?
your character to have like an
Um,
existential crisis when we talk about the Eldred that you basically are tasked to kill with.
My character's already in an existential crisis, don't worry.
Well, more so.
I'm just quickly putting
As
NPCs.
the DM says, it's not double advantage, it's advantage plus one. So this is not a double existential crisis, it's just an existential crisis.
Uh-huh.
I gotta actually ask Miss Kieran something. Maybe I have to go back.
I love how there's still purple mist around here.
It's not supposed to be. I haven't updated the map yet, sorry.
Oops, the fuck is
Oh
that?
yeah, we actually do need to go
Just
visit the professor. I have
NPC?
something to ask him.
Yeah. I'm just putting NPCs.
See that? See that?
Oh,
Heavens on.
Hello.
concerning my
Nice.
site and it's stuff that is missing from it, do I just have to use it more for it to evolve,
Yes.
or does it just get revealed more? Okay.
That
And it has to be in combat still,
story
or-
beats, yeah. So,
So it can only evolve during combat and not training? or-
combat, story beats mainly, yeah.
Okay,
So
got
not
it.
training. It's a very specific thing that I'm doing with it.
No problem, I just wanted clarification so I didn't keep bugging you about it.
He's not supposed to be here anymore. He's left. 'Cause
Oh.
he's...
I do want one last clarification about it that you could probably put if it's like a normal smite where I can use it on both attacks or not. If it doesn't say.
It works the same as a normal smite.
Okay, so both attacks, got it.
Yes. Just
Alright,
quickly getting the correct bartender NPC.
Is it our good dragon boy that we've been trying to find?
No, he left already. He was just
Fuck.
filling in for the day the day before.
I need to fucking show him this Warhammer so I can get fucking I still have it.
Where the fuck is the image? There she is. Ignore the name, I need to change it.
What name?
The name says unharmed.
Yes. Unharmed. That is their name.
Must be Italian.
Yeah. Or Greek.
Oh, Greek.
Why is it Greek now?
Why not?
Maybe Lebanese.
I was a Lebanese in high school.
Really? Damn. Where the fuck am I?
Fuck off.
Microsoft.
Well,
Door.
you're supposed to close doors behind you.
Oh god.
I close and open for the fun of it.
The M's like, don't interact with the interactables.
Don't touch my interactable.
Quick reminder, I have one trial left, or yeah, one trial left.
Yes.
Okay.
You have a child. It's like you have a child.
You have a child?
You have a child?
Honestly, I think so. Who knows with my character? Who
God
knows?
damn.
Maybe.
Anyway.
I don't know.
It depends if I want to make my next character my child or not. And I just retcon and say, oh yeah, he definitely had a child. Or children, one of the two.
There you go.
Anyways, yeah, it's one trial is left, right? Until my full completion of whatever for the void.
Yes.
Okay, good to know.
Okay. So, as you guys enter this...
Warcat and I were just sitting trading insults.
Oh, lovely. Okay. As you all enter this tavern, you notice
Like I said.
it's a pretty hearty atmosphere. A lot of the patrons are either having breakfast or drinking. At the counter, you could see a very decently dressed tiefling woman.
Tiefling.
Who is currently pouring a drink for a very finely dressed elven man. As she looks up and she notices you all enter, she greets you. Ah, good morning. What brings you to my fine establishment?
We're looking for.
So, yeah, I was gonna ask. I don't actually know why we're here because I wasn't here when it was probably discussed.
We're looking for a friend of Elrol. Is he still here?
Elrol. I'm not sure. I wasn't exactly here yesterday.
Bunny ears. Saul's gonna like put his fingers on top of his head like bunny ears. Because he's forgotten that Elrol's actually hidden them.
I think I have seen somebody like that. I believe they're in one of the booths.
Thank you. Oh, have a look. He's gonna tot over, like check each booth. He's like, not that one. Ah, that one.
This is the booth.
This is the booth. Oh. Elrol, good morning. And then he's gonna see Wolcat and be like,
oh, your friend.
Through the window.
Seriously, you're still gonna call me that? Can't even call me by a name. I've given you my name.
Yes, I know, Azure, but you first impressions lost.
You just you know that like cranking into the middle finger.
He just gives it like this cheeky little like, I think you can do that to me all you want. I'm still gonna call you Wolcat.
Owls just, sips at the ale, looks at Wolcat and goes, embrace it. You are now hereby dubbed Wolcat. Morning,
I guess I've been called worse.
What, a
Make this
bitch?
an affectionate nickname.
Oh, please. I wear that one with pride.
Well, at least we can acknowledge.
Well, it's a bit early to be drinking, I would think, but who am I to judge? We have come to collect you, Elrol, as we have a very busy day ahead of us. And we need you. So come with, please.
All right then, but first and foremost, I have some information. Azure was here yesterday, as well as Ethan.
I don't think Sol ever met them. Met Evan.
No, but the others did, so it's like just a heads up. Also, I am going to be tavern bound for either today and tomorrow, or really just today. My friend will be meeting me, the one that gave us the warning.
Okay. Can you spare a few minutes to talk in a more private setting that is not a tavern?
When I say this place is a lot more private than your average tavern, I promise it is. But we can go ask the barkeeper or the owner of the tavern. Might have more private.
I think that'll do better. That'll definitely be better.
Right then. Walk out. See you later.
See you.
Are you saying
Bye-bye, Wolcat. Don't break any more tea sets.
Wolcat!
I'm not even trying to be mean. I legitimately can't tell if you're saying whore or war.
Wall. W-A-L-L.
Oh, wall.
When you're flying through the wall. Like,
I kept hearing
through the
whore
wall.
cat. I just kept hearing horror cat.
I mean, that's what Alex can call it. Like, that's fine.
No. Alex has
Fucking
more
horror
class than
cat.
that. For now.
For now.
Horror cat.
Listen, if he wants amusement and he has to torment someone for it, he will.
And in all fairness, yeah, that tracks.
Oh my god. Anyways. Yes. What can I do for you?
As I walk up, do I spot Serwin?
Who?
Not yet.
Not yet, no.
Okay. Hey, Zaleria. Am I
Yes.
Zalira? Zalira.
Zedira, yes.
Zalira. Would you happen to have a private room that could be used for sensitive talks?
Well, if you would like, you can use one of the booths. I can always make sure that nobody is able to hear out of it.
I think that would honestly be a good idea, but I'm not sure if my companions would find it private enough.
Oh,
They're a
well,
paranoid bunch.
I believe we're gonna have a lot of privacy very soon. Patrons, if you would not mind taking your leave and closing your tabs, I need to conduct some business for the day. As you see a couple of the patrons get up, pay their tab, and start leaving.
And that works too, I guess.
Well, haven't seen you in ages, Vex. Well, let's just say I don't exactly have much reason to be around here lately. However, I have been hearing a certain somebody is finally back home after so long.
Reluctantly, yes.
Reluctantly
be
or
again.
not, the fact that you're actually here is a bit surprising.
I'd say fate guided me back. When I say I'm reluctant, I say I wouldn't actually say I wanted to be here.
I see.
Good to see you in one piece.
And to you.
I'm gonna gesture over to the others because I'm assuming they're looking at me.
Mm-hmm.
Let me introduce you to my companion. No, I'm just gonna gesture you guys over.
Whip.
So I don't know him as Vex. I know him as Seriwan,
Yep.
right? This is Seriwan. He's the reason I got out of Caster.
Out of what?
Out of Onicaster.
Oh, only cost.
Yeah.
Your mic cut off.
Oh, sorry, no, I'm sitting a bit further away. And
Yes.
one of the only reasons why no one has been on my tail for the past, what's it now, 12 years?
Something like that, yes.
Did we hear them being referred to as Vex?
Yes, she did.
I didn't call him Vex, though.
She did.
I call him Seriwan. Yeah, she did.
She called him Vex, you called him Cyril.
Oh, isn't it a bunch of crazy misfits that I've had to keep an eye on and have my underlings make sure you don't die.
You have quite a
Right.
large repertoire of these underlings.
Trust me, sweetheart. We have a lot.
Soul's like, ugh, when he gets called sweetheart, his face like crumples. He's like, ugh.
We know a lot more than you think. We are everywhere.
We are legion.
We are
Oh my god.
Well, knowledge is power. Power we could use.
Well, what is it exactly you're looking for? Is the real question then.
I would quickly communicate with Stoll in his head and ask if we should talk about what we discussed privately with the people here or no.
Soul doesn't like Vex. He's like, ew, he called me sweetheart, and I don't know who he is. I don't want to talk to him. Soul's like, not the Owlin. And not the tiefling lady.
Alright. Then I will keep the information that I shared with you private for now.
So, what information are you looking for? Or should I take a guess?
I believe you can guess.
Let me guess. Okay, so you are currently in the city trying to look for the ruler. And you're trying to figure out exactly what's happening here with the nobles that have gone, well, let's just say, for lack of a better word, rogue.
Indeed.
Well, do I have some fun information for you? Mainly due to the fact I can't exactly go there or get anybody in at the moment that wouldn't end up with either them being killed, stolen, kidnapped. You know.
You're talking about the Feywilds.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Fucking knew it. As I give a Soul a small look of, yep.
He's got like a little like nod with his eyes back, like, yeah, it's unfortunate. So what exactly do you know then?
So, I do know that she has not exactly gone missing, but she is in hiding. Whatever she's hiding from, I have not been able to find any information on. It's obviously something that is very well kept or hidden, and I take it only she knows about.
And you know this information how?
Let's just say I already know exactly a lot about your family and many others.
That makes it sound a little bit suspicious. Do you want to elaborate?
You sure you want me to say that out loud?
I didn't ask about my family or anyone else's family. I asked how you knew.
Isn't it obvious? Have you not met some of my underlings?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Zern Wolcat.
You call her
Yeah,
Wolcat?
so
Why
Yeah,
do you call her
I will
Wolcat?
continue to call her Wolcat.
It's better than what I fucking thought the person
Yeah,
was being
poor
called.
cat.
Are
Yeah.
you talking about Omora? Did she fly through another wall?
Yes,
Yes,
we never
she
got an
broke out his head.
explanation why.
Okay, so that brings the tally up to 12.
Well, you should maybe
Ah,
train your
so the
underlings a
name
bit
is
more.
accurate.
You're the first people to call her that, but yes.
Alex would just mutter under his breath, better than what I thought she was being called.
Owl looks to Alex like, what did you think she was being
Don't
called?"
worry about it.
So even though we've met some of your underlings, including the one that likes to crash through walls,
Those are the two that you've met and I've permitted to directly talk with you.
oh my, aren't you fancy?
The rest
So what exactly?
stay very much hidden.
So you have a black market of information. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Saul's gonna look to Elrol and then just be like, my, you have a very underhanded group of connections here, Elrol.
Elwell looks to Sol and is like, I never claimed them to be. What's the word?
Overhanded?
Elwell points at so when he goes, I'll give you that one. I will give you that one. When you outbarred the bard. I never claimed they were legal. You forget.
Legal,
I was running
illegal.
from nobility.
Who's to say what's legal anymore?
Well, the only
Continue
problem with black
as
market information is that you
Alex
never know
would
if you're
cut
being
in
lied to or not.
slightly. As I ask, fuck, what was this person's other name other than Vex? Sarathar or something?
Saruwan. Saruwan.
Erwin?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna. Alright.
Just
If
put it
you
as
even
NPC,
could,
the name, please.
I would ask, even if you could bring us to the Feywilds, I'm gonna assume that you'll give us a bit of days to prep and train ourselves a bit, as it's the Feywilds, obviously. And if we do go,
Wait, he is the one who's going to take us? Have we even agreed to going?
no, I'm saying if we go. I'm saying if. Because obviously we don't know if we will. Like, it's a big if. Don't really know if we can trust this person, because I think the only one who really knows them is, like, Elril. Potentially, but even then.
Remember,
So
Elwell
Alex-
knows of him
Yeah,
and knows
that's
him,
what I
but
mean.
doesn't know
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Possible deniability is a good thing sometimes.
Oh, I know. Alex knows full well about that. Yeah, you're good. Alex will just look to the others. So, what is our plan? We're at a crossroads at the moment.
Well, we need to discuss with the group on what we spoke about this morning. And from there, we can make a collective decision.
Saruwan,
Yes.
another problem that has also chalked up on our travel. What do you know of the Steel Force that is currently making deals with the nobles?
Well, from what I know, majority of them have disbanded. Those who are essentially trying to save their own skins have gone AWOL. And the ones who are
They've
still...
disbanded?
Yes. The ones who are still essentially holding it together, let's just say they're not really going to be around for very much longer with the enemies that they've made.
Is he talking about the nobles or the Steel Force?
Steel Force.
Steel Force.
You were saying the issue is settled, then?
I believe so, yes.
How reliably so?
Oh, that part of the issue is settled, yes. The other two, not so much. Noble side, I'm not entirely sure what's going on. Nobles have been going missing. We don't even know where they've gone. There's literally zero trace of where they've gone, or where they've even, if they've even been kidnapped, or anything. As for the third group, they've gone quiet.
Who is this third group? We've been hearing about them, but I don't think we've gotten a name.
We don't exactly know their name either. I don't even know if they even go by name. Here's the issue with them. They're not fully... the group doesn't seem to be completely from our material realm. They seem to be from their own plane. And I believe that's either the Shadowfell or the Fae. I'm not sure.
Can you describe any of them if you've met any of them, perhaps, or heard of them at least? Give us a general idea of what they could potentially look like.
So, personally, I've run into only, I think think it was like a front troop or something. They were almost bark-like in a way, but at the same time,
What, like in a way?
bark, B-A-R-K.
Oh.
Bark? Like
Yes.
wood?
That's fair
Yes.
realmy. That's very fair realmy.
But at the same time, twisted. I've dealt with fey creatures before. That did not feel like any kind of fey creature I have ever encountered.
Valix would just calmly say, perhaps it was an experimented on fey creature. It's not the first time I've seen something like that.
Or maybe
But
it's
it's the
Maybe
first
right.
time I've heard of a bark-like one, as you describe it.
maybe it's. I mean, the Fey realm is always full of questions and no answers and confusion, really. Maybe it's an older type Fey.
Maybe.
It's so rare, I guess.
Look, either way, they don't seem to have been posing an issue as of late. And they seem to be focusing more on the northwestern side of our continent.
By northwestern, is that the place I'm potentially thinking of, Ray?
Yes.
Fuck. Okay. A lot of those things I thought about is becoming a bit more too accurate. I don't like this. Oh, fucking damn it, man.
Well, Faerun,
Yeah,
if you
fucking
know so
Elrond just
much,
sees
maybe
fucking Valix Twitch.
at some point, maybe not now, because I have other things to speak of, but I'd like to know what you think you know about my family and other noble families.
What, like the fact that your actual father decided to leave?
He's just gonna like squint at him, and like in the squinting we have like, shut up.
He went for milk.
Drink for milk.
What? You asked?
Maybe you didn't hear me. I said later.
Either way. We're on a bit of a time constraint. The longer that we can't find Zodial, I think the worse things are going to get here. You might think of me as, well, the more shady type, but I do understand that in order for things to actually work in a kingdom, you need the ruler around, and with the kind of vacuum of power that has been in place with her disappearance, yeah, things have not been going well here.
Well, Elril knows an easier way to contact you if we need more information and the likes. Correct?
Yes, and if you need it, I can gladly take you through the Feywild. However, I believe that you might even have somebody who's a little bit well equipped to do so. Sorry, he was supposed to be in. I forgot to pull him in. I keep forgetting that he's not a player character.
Well, it seems we have much to discuss then.
Yes. Well, feel free to stay if you wish. Rooms here are free for you to use. And don't worry about paying for any drinks or food. I will cover that. Take it as a gesture of welcome home. Oral.
Thank you. It is truly good to.
Oh, on the note of your less liked family.
Ugh.
Let's just say that your father isn't really part of the picture anymore.
Who
Seems
am I sending a
he's.
gift basket?
We're not sure. He's also gone missing.
Oh no, how dreadful. The horror.
I knew you would react like that.
Dun dun dun.
So,
And who's in charge of that family? Not hoping it's my eldest brother.
I believe he is going to be in charge soon, yes.
Ugh. Can't we have Aloris just be in charge of the family?
Well, do I look like the person who can make those decisions?
Oh. This is true.
So-
Anyways, thank you for the information.
Of course. I'm going to have a drink. I have been busy.
Sol just squints at him as he walks off. He's like, sus little owlin.
That's little Owlin, really.
Right, shall we find ourselves a booth and fill everyone in?
Okay.
Don't move me.
I shall
He
move you.
thinks he has so much power.
And then
There.
Nah, you know what? You're gonna sit on a barrel.
Wait, give me the booth. Because
I'm
Wolfcat's in the other
above you
booth.
all.
I'm above you all. I'm on a barrel.
I've how the DM is just casually moving Valakith, like, I have the power to do this.
Not in canon.
Let me move you into the booth.
Do you really
You'll
think
do
Sid Mac
notice.
would fit there?
Yeah, Sin Max squished in the corner. I like that. Leave him there. No, put him back.
That's where I put him over here.
You can sit on this tiny little
big
corner.
boy.
You'll be good.
That's more of a space, thanks.
You would all notice that Veliketh is spaced out a bit. As he's just leaning against this pole.
You want to come closer for the conversation? Or are you going to stay over there?
He's too edgy.
Doesn't seem to register what you're saying.
He wants to be the brooding figure in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
We have to give him a break. He just found out that the organization that's been plaguing and destroying
You're
everything
cutting
he
out.
knows. Ah, fuck. Give me a second. My internet's
I don't know if you were. Might have just been
No,
You're
there were
for me.
no. Yeah, there were like bits and pieces where you were just randomly cutting out.
You guys can
Hello?
continue talking. I just need to run to the
Am I
bathroom.
cutting out?
No, you're okay.
You sound good now.
Am I sounding good now?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What were you saying, Valakith? Because my internet cut out just as you started talking.
Nothing additional. You were just saying something about that we need to give him a break.
Okay. I think we just need to give him a break and let him gather his. He did just find out that Steel Force has been not forcefully disbanded. There are still dredges of which we can hunt for, but it's still shocking news.
I can
This
understand that.
is-
I just
This is very unfortunate news, actually.
Sorry you find out.
It's better than not finding out at all.
As Sinmac speaks, he kind of looks over. Takes a seat.
Sorry that you've heard. Well, not too good a news. But I just want us to be able to discuss something else that's also important. Not to say that what you're experiencing or have had to experience is any lesser.
Well, let it be a topic of conversation.
And Sol's just gonna like look to Valix, and then like look to Shira as if like to first say, do we question him first, or do you want to just start talking?
Let's question him first. I need to process the fact that one of the theories that I thought about concerning my homeland might be true, and the ramifications of what that could mean. So let's question the cat first.
I think he's a tiger.
He's a big fucking furry cat. I don't care right now, Soul.
But DM's.
Like how we're gonna question the cat, but the voice isn't here to give us answers.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna wait.
Yeah.
Zero consciousness.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Alex just looks like he's ready
There he
to
is.
go get a nice big pint of alcohol to nurse the headache of knowing that his homeland is doing things and he has an idea of what or potentially what could be happening, and he doesn't like any of the thoughts that are happening.
Owl's
Yes.
just gonna put his hands up to signal that he would like mead. For the entire table, please. Something strong.
After a little while, a bunch of flagons of mead get put on the table for all of you.
Owl's
Sol's
gonna turn
gonna
to
be like,
Sol and
it's
go.
not sweet enough, I don't want it.
Owl's gonna turn to Sol and be like, "Do you still think it's too early in the morning to drink?"
Alex is already
Yes, especially
drinking.
for something so unsavory.
Alex
Sweeter.
is already drinking, needing it. He doesn't like alcohol often, but he needs it right now.
Sol's just gonna like push his mead to Valix, like, here, you can have it, because you. And then it's just gonna be like, I want something sweeter.
Okay.
So, Shira,
Yes.
you've told us before that you're looking for someone, right?
Yes. Specifically Zodio.
But you never mentioned why, or how, or what your connection, rather, with her is.
I did tell
You
you.
just said a friend.
She's an old friend. We were consistently sending letters between each other. And then for about 2 or so years, the letters kind of just stopped for her. So I decided, screw it, let me go and find her.
Oh, hold on. Okay.
She's a childhood friend.
Oh, we're gonna do like the like he's gonna give like Shira the up and down in a way of like, Jesus, how old are you? But he's not gonna like say that, but that's the look he's giving. Would there be any specific reason someone wouldn't want you to find her?
I am not sure, actually.
Can you think of anyone who opposed your friendship?
No. Never met her parents. I don't even know if they're still alive. Not that I can think of off the top of my head, no. All I am here really is because I am worried about her. So, in front of you, you get almost wine glass looking drink put in front of you that smells quite sweet with like hints of almost honey and moonlit berries from what you can remember.
Yay! He's like, oh yeah, sweet stuff. Ah, yes, this is much better. Thank you.
Why do you ask?
Just kind of like side eye Alex, like, help.
Alex will just soul back and just continue to drink the alcohol. It's like, no, I need to get rid of this aneurysm I'm about to have over all my thoughts. The more thoughts I'm getting and I'm not liking.
Okay, well,
Fuck it. Alex will put down his drink. Someone from my past is for some reason looking for her.
Odd. Who is it?
And she said she has to find him before he does. And originally I thought she was indicating you since you're trying to find her, but now I'm not so sure. As now I'm having another thought, and perhaps there's something else that's going after this Eladrin.
which is?
Even I wouldn't know, even if how old I am. As for a good majority of my life, I've actually been sealed away sleeping. It's only recently that I've woken up, so a lot of things have changed. And one of them, do you remember how that Owlin, that's what he is, right? An Owlin,
Yes.
whatever.
Hmm.
Said something about the it's northwest, right? He said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where all those twisted fae are, like near the northwest continent. My people live beyond this continent, northwest from here, and that's not giving me any good indication, as there is quite a few people, one in particular, that likes doing experiments, shall we say. So, as far as I know, Morgana is either looking for this Eldrin to help her or something else, and I don't know why, as it's quite rare, if near unknowingly why, she would ever leave the continent, as it's not like her to do so. Technically, is it leaving a continent when you're going to another plane of reality? I guess so, right?
Yeah,
That
somewhat,
would be
yeah.
another plane then, I guess.
Yeah, I don't really know how to like describe it, but yeah.
Right.
I've heard of that name before. I believe there was a person with that name that came through my little hamlets quite a couple of years ago.
Morgana, you mean?
Yes. I believe she
By
was
any chance?
looking for a Fey portal, but unfortunately there was none that were nearby that I could assist in.
Valix would frown before speaking directly into Shira's mind. By any chance, did she have a crystal with her at the time on her? I believe you said it was on her hip?
Yeah.
On her hip, and then, like, the main thing that she's seen the images through. I don't really know, like, if that would be, like, a small gem or crystal or what. But those are the two things I talked to him inside his head about.
She had a small gem on her side, but nothing of the other item that you're describing. He's talking back to you in your head.
So the gem was still there at the time, not surprising knowing where she is and was. When she met you, she was just looking for a Fey portal. Did she talk about finding anyone else?
She seemed very much in a hurry.
Was that around the time that the letter stopped?
We're talking in the head.
Oh.
Yeah. Before Valix would start speaking aloud. And did she by any chance tell you anything about her homeland? I'm curious to see if she said anything.
No,
In the
unfortunately not. I tried to ask her questions, find out who she was, but
oh,
when we
I'm
took the
not
sister,
shocked that she
she
wouldn't tell you.
went on her way.
Oh, yes, that sounds quite like her. Honestly, I'm not shocked. I'd be shocked if she actually did say anything. Sadly, that means I'm still in the blank about what's happening in the homeland.
So Shira's looking for her
And
for
Morgana's looking
friendship
for her.
reasons. Morgana's looking for her. Why exactly again?
Knowing Morgana, there is quite a few reasons, and I don't know what one to start with. All I know is she's looking for her for a reason. I don't like.
Would be a good reason, right?
Potentially.
Okay, so that's
It
concerning.
depends if she's here on orders or if she's here on her own violation.
Volition.
Volition.
Volition. Yeah, I don't know why I
So-
said via.
So
Violation.
you're thinking that the person who does experiments may have ordered Morgana to look for the queen. Is that what you're insinuating?
I'm not fully sure as
But it's a possibility.
it is a possibility, yes. Wait, Ray, do I know if that person that I'm talking about, the experimenting one, got serpent like she did, or no?
Possibly.
Or do I not know that?
You're not sure.
So I don't. Okay. I would say then the issue is knowing that person as I do. I don't know if he or his fragments are even alive. Because knowing him, he probably did something foolish and got himself and his fragments killed. So it's a possibility that yes, Morgana was sent here on his orders. Even as low as that possibility is, as she never actually answers to him. She only answers to two people, the leader and then the person that rules our continent.
Okay, but it is
So
still
basically,
a possibility we can consider.
yes, it is a possibility.
Amongst
but pretty much
others.
we're pretty much working. Well, I'm pretty much working in the dark about what could be happening here.
So it honestly sounds more concerning that Morgana's looking for her, but there's also probably someone else looking for her because she's gone into hiding for some reason.
Yep. And the only thing we can go off of is from what Morgana said, and it could mean many things, that she has to find her before he does. That could mean any number of things.
And Shira, you don't know of anyone who particularly, granted she's a high-profile target, of anyone who would the queen for whatever reason. Since your
Unfortunately
childhood
not,
friends.
no.
Shira, by any chance, do you know if she had any relations or connections with any gods, perhaps?
Not that she ever told me.
So basically, we have no leads, only what ifs to work off of, and the only thing we do have to work off of is potentially going into the Fey Wilds. Lovely.
Well, I've been in there a couple times. It shouldn't be too hard to navigate.
So if we went, God help us, if we did go, what are we looking for?
Well, taking as it seems like she's decided to go into hiding in the Feywilds, she'll most likely have left some sort of a trail that I might be able to pick up on and follow.
Not
And
to mention, we also
still have to
Mhm.
go on.
Continue.
No, it's just not to mention we also still have to go look for the nobles that are missing. Except for one.
I have a feeling that it might be all connected, if I'm being completely honest.
Valix would tap the table with his gauntlet-clad fingers slightly. Is it a possibility that perhaps the Fae have something to do with the disappearance of the nobles?
It is a possibility, yes. Not known for that. So,
Perhaps the nobles were kidnapped then by the Fae for some reason.
mhm,
Granted, we still don't know the reason, but it is a potentiality.
yes. Well, if anything, if we do go looking for her in the Feywild, we will most likely end up running into your friend, whoever she is, while looking for Zodiel at the same time.
Valix will just nod.
Oh, Valakith and Sinmac, do you have any input?
This is the only lead we've had. Sure, it's not the Steel Force or anything, but it sounds like there are bigger things at play, from what I can gather. I was to ask to be a bit cautious.
Very fair warning.
It is. But I will accompany you with any issues.
Well, this is now Amora speaking. Considering what I've been hearing, it looks like you're going to need some way to make sure you stay in contact with each other. Give me one moment. I think I have just the thing for your group.
Sending stones, because we already have those.
Not all of us have. I don't think we all got.
No, I'm pretty sure we all have a
Do
set,
we
don't
each
we?
get?
Yeah, you all have that.
Okay. I couldn't remember if someone was missing or not.
Does Woolcat just randomly eavesdrop on people's conversations?
Of course.
What are you off coursing for, Shira? I don't think you even knew about Woolcat.
No, that wasn't Shiro talking, that was me. Out of everything.
Oh no, this was in game. Just like stares in the direction of where Woolcat goes like, well, now I can add rude to the list of insults.
Well, since we have an eavesdropper, I'll tell you something else later, but... And then, like, as he says that, he's gonna, like, I don't know, he's probably got a little, like... Someone's got a dagger on him. He's gonna take out his little dagger, and he's gonna just make, like, a small cut on his hand, and then, like, squeeze it so that blood, quote, comes up. And then he's gonna hold his palm out to show, like, that his blood isn't, like, normal, that it's green. And he's gonna see if anyone, like, picks up on it. But the minute he sees Walker coming, he closes his hand. Like,
How is it that suddenly we only now see your blood is green when before, when you were battered the fuck out of, you never bled green?
he did.
Bled
Just no
blue.
one ever noticed.
No one ever noticed, it was always green.
It was always green.
I mean,
no one noticed.
No,
No,
No
you
one said
never
anything.
told us. We never were told, like, oh, as you heal Soul, you notice green blood. It's like Soul was literally damaged and hiding and running to Valix. I would have seen Soul bleeding green. No, you didn't say shit.
Okay.
It was
I've
there.
never changed the color.
It's always been green.
This is true.
No, but we have had
I
this
have
conversation
noticed it.
before. It was out of game though. We never spoke about it in
Yeah,
game.
it was never. And when you asked me out of character, I never gave you an answer. I just
Oh
went,
no, she's
what about
actually the
just change
Green
the topic?"
Goblin.
I just changed the topic. It's always been there.
I mean, I'm never here after a game, so I don't know.
Keep
But yeah,
talking.
as
Um,
Wallcat comes back, he closes his hand. So he's like, whoever's seen it, it's there. And when Wallcat comes, he closes his hand and puts it under the table.
Considering the entire giant splatter.
Why would there be a splatter?
Ignore
He didn't like stab himself.
It's because I needed to show the blood
He like
properly, so
probably poked a finger with a small cut on his palm. It's very small.
you can keep talking. I'm quickly making the item.
I'm trying to remember. It's,
So what?
it's silver, right? That fucks Faye up.
Iron.
Iron.
Iron. Okay. Yeah. I'd look to Soul. Perhaps we should also acquire some iron. Shackles and perhaps a bit of iron just for other things, just in case we do go to the Feywild and we run into a hostile Fey.
Yes.
You mean
Might I
like
suggest
last
iron
time?
filings?
Yes. I would just ask that in case that doesn't come near me.
Hmm.
He looks actually like quite defeated though. Like he doesn't look like excited that he's had to share this information. Like he looks pretty upset. So
Wouldn't
he's
have your
like-
hand been burning then whenever you use utensils? 'Cause I'm pretty sure most utensils will probably be made out of iron, right?
I'm pretty sure like the ones like him and Elrol bought were like just either like wood or
I don't know.
something like that.
Porcelain.
And like at his porcelain and at his home, considering like his dad would have made sure there's no iron around.
I guess, yeah.
So it'd all been like silver or something. Which fits in perfectly with like the whole saloon vibe, because saloon's like metal is silver.
I guess. Alright.
How to hide
So
in
what
plain sight.
does the wall cat bring us, or whoever was bringing us something?
Poor cat. Poor cat.
Wall cat.
Poor cat.
Indeed.
Slut cat.
Okay.
The Gluck
So-
9000.
As she comes back, she's holding a couple items in her hands. They almost look like pocket watches. As she puts them down, there's one for each of you, so there's 6 in total.
A pocket watch.
Valix would reach out, grab one. Is it like one of those old timey like ones where it's like a circle and you have to like flip it open, or?
Yes.
I
However,
would
when
flip
you
it open.
flip it open, where the dials normally are is blank. There's no dials at all. So-
I would just look to the cat with a raised eyebrow slightly as indicating to explain.
To keep track of time.
Not exactly. So, these are not something that we'll give out very sparingly. However, well, seeing as, well, a certain someone here knows the big boss, it's a little bit easier for me to actually give you guys a little bit of help. These are called soulbound compasses. If you drop the person who you are trying to make sure that you do not lose either a drop of their blood or a piece of their essence, like a lock of hair or anything, drop it into the dial's face, there will be a pointer that appears. This can be a multitude. Each pointer will have a different color for each new person you add into it.
So theoretically, we could put all of our hair in each of ours and be able to map each other out, and I'd be able to even take the trinket from Morgana that she gave me long ago and put a bit of that in it, and I'd be able to track her.
Yes.
What does the trinket consist of? Is it also like hair or something? What is it?
Yeah, it's like a little locket that Alex has on his body.
Yes.
He's never taken his armor off, so you never know when it's ever been able to see it.
It should be able to do so.
I'm going to quickly grab a bit of the wall cat's hair and put it in the dial.
Valix would reach into like under the collar of his armor and like pull out a necklace as he opens it. As there's 2 tufts of hair, one is a black tuft, one is a white tuft. As he grabs the black tuft and drops it into it. Right, that's appropriate. I think her hair is like black.
Give me a second.
Like I'm 90% sure it's probably gonna be yeah, black hair.
Wasn't it a black raid?
What?
A black raid color.
No, okay, so it's pure black, but like her aura is green, so it was outlining her hair, like in the
Oh, I
picture.
see. I am
pretty
colorblind,
sure,
so
right?
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, you're good, you're good.
We know you're
So,
colorblind.
yeah.
I
So
know,
it's literally
I just
her
like
hair is
Tiny people.
her hair is pure black, and then like her body and hair is outlined by a green energy.
Just quickly making a thing so you
Item.
guys can pick them up.
So I guess Valix would then like after dropping a locket of hair into it, would then cut off 6 small pieces of his long ass waist length hair, so everyone else can put a pinch of the hair into it, so we can always make sure we don't lose each other when we go into the Feywilds. Does this work in the Feywilds only, or everywhere?
How do we open it again?
Double click.
I think
Move closer to it and double click it.
No, fuck. How
Interaction
close do I need to move
distance.
this thing?
Just wait. I'm gonna increase the interaction distance right now.
I was gonna wait. I'm farther than you are. How are you not able to enter?
I don't know.
Try now. I've increased
Okay.
the interaction distance.
Spaghetti ass arm twink.
No, I
Okay,
can't
so-
open
No
it.
accuracy.
I
Since
don't
drops
really
their
open it.
person or object, once off their blood, a personal belonging or a fragment of their essence, like lock pairs, dropped into its clear dial, guiding light.
Just pop
Okay,
it in
wait.
my inventory because I
Will
can't.
do.
Oh,
I can't open that thing.
okay. So it attunes to us, but whatever we drop it into, technically attunes to the person we're looking for.
Yes.
We're trying
Yeah.
to keep track. Okay. So yeah, Valix give you each a strand of his red hair. So there.
There
I'm
you go.
guessing like as soon as I drop the lock of black hair in of Morgana, like the dial would just be going crazy, or it wouldn't
Yeah,
even show
probably because
her.
she's not in the Feywild, so it's going weeble, weeble, weeble.
Yeah,
So it's
I'm
not
guessing-
pointing anywhere.
yeah. So it's just stagnant.
I'm sure you don't happen to have any keepsake of your best friend.
Unfortunately not. It's been a very long time since.
Man,
So yeah.
If only
there.
now.
So if they are on another plane, compass vibrates slightly, but does not point in a direction. So that dial that you would have for her isn't there.
Yeah.
It's almost like just a small dot where the dial would be.
quick question. I don't have to use like the full tuft of hair, right? I only have to use a bit of it.
Only a bit, yeah.
Okay, then I
Yeah.
only take like
You
half
probably, you
the
could probably
hair.
take like a strand of that
Yeah.
hair and put it.
So
Yes.
yeah, man. If only I got this when my other friend was alive before she was killed off. Man, that would have been so useful. Yeah, I would drop. I'm gonna assume if I drop her tuft of hair in, literally nothing would happen, considering what happened to her at the moment.
It also only works
Right.
in the Feywild, so
Nothing would happen, yeah. Because she's not on the same plane of existence right now.
Yeah, I figured.
I'm gonna take
Oh.
out the necklace as well that I have of the 3
Yeah.
horns
Okay.
and cut just a bit off of each horn into the compass as well.
Okay. So each one is going to have a
Balance with-
different color. So what I'm going to do, I'm specifically going to color code it. So
Okay.
because you put in for Amora,
Yeah.
hers is just going to be like almost luminescent blue. So Valaketh, orange. Valix, red. Ulril is
Yay.
going to be, we'll just say purple.
Who would-
Fuck it, why not?
Who would have
Soul,
thought the man with the long red hair would be red?
Soul is going to be white. Shira is going to be black. And then Sinmac is going to be
Silver.
silver.
Oh god, you and
That's
fucking
it.
Soul are gonna get mixed up, I bet it.
but
Random
make
times.
Soul like pale blue then.
So
Yeah.
Sol will be pale blue then.
And at least it's
Oh yeah, we're supposed to put each other's lock of hair in as well, right? So we don't lose each other when we go to the Feywilds.
yeah, I
or
imagine
can
they
it
would
only be
trade
for one
bits of
person?
hair or
Yes.
whatever.
Just rip out a tuft. Put it
Yeah,
on
I
the
was about to
finger.
say, I reach over to yank out a small bit of Elrol's hair.
Ow! Ask, I would have cut you some.
Yes, you just see like the tuft of Alex's hair in the middle of the table for
Delicate.
everyone. Same with Sinmac's hair. And Alex, without
Thank
looking
you,
up, you're
my
taking
wolf
too
hat.
long. And not only that, I'm in a pissy mood. So deal with it.
And then Shira
Owl
is...
reaches back and tugs at his own at Valex's hair as well.
As you tug on his waist-length hair, Valix would twitch in just annoyance before he reaches and grabs Elril's hair and tugs it back just as hard.
You want to
children are
start,
fighting!
pretty boy?
Are you putting these colors in chat?
I'm going
I
to
was
now.
just gonna assume what he was gonna do is just like on the Soulbound Compass, like if he could change the name of it to like that color.
Actually, I can. For each of you, I'll just put a color on yours.
Yeah, wouldn't that be a bit easier?
Yeah. And then you can just put it in
Nico,
chat.
Mara, and then the other people we need.
So, quick question: when we're like looking at it, like, does that show everyone else's unique color? So, like, if
Yes.
I look at the thing, okay,
There's a dial for each person that's here. They're all glowing because you're right fucking next to each other.
so when we're in the Feywild and I'd be looking for Morgana, would her like indicator be red or black?
I will tell you when you get to see it.
That's not good. Okay.
I've already started renaming some of yours, so...
The Codex Arcana, the Sorcerer's Guide to the Unknown. Oh. I'm guessing there's like way more in the book that I can still technically read, even if it's in Draconic, because I only read the first few pages, I'm assuming, by the way. So did I legitimately learn like anything other than like the little event that happened, or was that just to
Just
keep
that
you
for
up
now.
the event?
Yeah.
Okay. So just so I don't waste your time, is this something where I can just read actively, or is this like going to be a thing where it's
It'll be
mitigated?
it'll be a mitigated type of thing.
Got it. Because I don't want to waste time doing something that literally doesn't do anything. Good
There we
time,
go.
good
All of yours are renamed with your colors.
Not gonna lie, when I first got the book, I thought it was the Necromonicon.
Necronomicon. Oh my god, I got a Necronomicon!
I mean, it looks like it has human flesh for a cover and a big red or amber ass eye. So yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. You guys think that looks like a skin, right, with an eye? I don't know. That's like you see it as well as I can.
But yeah, now you guys have something that will allow you, if you get separated, you'll be able to find each
God
other again.
forbid.
Yeah.
Do you have your
Valak?
exit buddy?
Yeah, I was gonna actually say, like, when I look at it, like, does it look like there's like a little notch I can put a bit of a chain through?
Yes.
And if so, I would then connect it to my armor so nothing can actually take it actively from me.
Yes, there is obviously a spot where you can, put
Okay,
it
then
on
yeah,
like
I'm
a
gonna
chain or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on a small chain and have it connected to my armor, so I don't have to constantly carry it and worry about someone stealing it right out.
Yeah,
of
I
my
imagine
nose.
it would be something that you'd want easy access to as well, so they'll wear it as necklaces or in a pocket if they want or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Granted, I don't think my armor has pockets.
So yeah. So currently the ones that are on all of your dials except Sid Max, because she has an extra one for her, is obviously Valaketh doesn't have each of you do not have your own colors on yours. But you have each person's color and it's pointing to each of you.
Lovely.
What?
Yes. So if it's Valix's, He's got the purple one pointing here, the pale blue one pointing here, the black one pointing there.
So it's basically
Silver,
like a mini map.
orange.
It's not showing you on the mini map; it's showing everyone else.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Thank
Calling
you for
the
this,
UAV.
Wolfcat. It's kind
You
of you.
basically just gave us an advanced UAV from Call of Duty.
I just noticed something wrong with this map.
What?
What?
The creator forgot a lamp in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Create a what? A lamp?
Aesthetics.
The person who made the map forgot a lamp hanging in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Oh.
Anyway,
Wait,
I looked
there's
at
more than one!
Yep.
I'd look to
Well,
the
now-
group. So, should we perhaps train for a day or two on our bodies or skills before we enter the Feywild, so we're actually fully prepared and do a bit of chopping?
Yes, we should prepare ourselves in
Fair.
knowledge as well, and rations and stuff like that. Because please, in case none of you know, don't take anything from a Fey. Don't eat anything in the Feywilds either, or you will never leave. But I can
That
give you
is
a list
good
and
to
so can
know.
share it later.
Alright. Well, as Valks we get up, I think we should probably train. I'm gonna go work on my wisdom to prepare for this little trip of ours.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be the best, honestly, now that I think about it. And charisma.
Yeah. Sadly, like, I need to get my fucking wisdom up because it's my casting modifier. So, I do have a
Yep.
+6 my saving throw though for wisdom, but I still want to get it up more.
Cool.
I think
I
mine would
guess
be charisma.
before we end session, I guess, can we do a bunch of our checks to see for the day if we can actually up our ability score or proficiency if that's what someone else is going for?
Yeah, so let's do you first, Valix.
4 wisdom checks, correct?
Yes.
What is the DC again? Is it 15 or 16 or higher?
I
Like
will-
average?
Don't worry about that. I'll tell you if we succeed. Huh? Rolling good already. Okay, that one's a little... Yeah, that one's good.
Need one more good one.
Okay!
Do I pass?
Yep.
Awesome. Alright, so I have an 18 wisdom, so I have a +4 now. ASI increase is either +3 or what is it again? It's 2 +1s or like 3 +1s, right? Or some shit, I don't remember.
3 plus 1s, yeah.
So I could get So what do I level up then if I get an ASI increase? And I think you said you can choose 1 feat and still get an ASI increase, correct? It's just a singular
yes.
one. Okay, so I could
What's the
potentially
skill
choose a
Why are you choosing
Pardon?
If
thingy?
you at like level 4 on that, when you get a...
on barbarian. Yeah. So like when I go
Oh.
into level 4
Oh
barbarian,
yeah, when you level up, yeah.
I might like go into a feat that gives me like ability up and something else and get a 1 single ASI to try and min max the score a bit more.
Yeah.
Because feats are slightly better now because there are more to pick from.
Uh-huh.
Not bad,
Okay.
not bad.
Next person, Aurel, what do you want to do? Because we're ending session after this.
I'm thinking charisma as well. My spell modifier.
Okay,
And my attack.
cool. That is 4 charisma checks. Oh!
Nice.
Oof.
Mm.
Oh!
Okay, one more. You can do it, I believe.
Oh! Okay, you succeed.
Nice.
Awesome. So I now have +4 in my charisma. Awesome.
There you go.
So here's the thing. Do you guys think I should go for wisdom or perception or animal handling next to get proficiency? Because if I do, I think it goes up to a +10 in either one.
Valiketh, what do you want to do?
Not sure. I think during that whole conversation, Veliketh would have been telepathically communicating with Vex.
Oh, okay. Let's keep that for next session then. Soul.
He wanted to. Can he do? I can't remember if we can do an ability, stat, ability stat.
It's a stat or a
and-
skill,
Yeah.
Okay.
but you only roll 2 of each if you do 2 different things. If I remember correctly, correct?
Yep.
No, because I'm deciding over doing wisdom or doing medicine.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So
That's
yeah,
what I
that's what you mean. Okay. I'm pretty sure like skill checks are slightly harder if you're trying to get proficiency, correct, Ray?
Yes.
Yeah.
But he can't. He can't. What I'm saying is he can't try do wisdom and medicine. He must do one or the other.
Yeah. For that, you'll have to do one or the other.
Yeah. I think you only allow if you do 2 if you're trying to do 2 different stat increases, but not a stat
yeah,
and a
no,
skill,
no.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we'll just try. Just
The thing I fucking chose just
because
one
I think
skill.
I rolled relatively well for medicine last time.
Yeah. I almost did like both dex and wisdom. If I did that, I wouldn't have got. Actually, no, I would have got dex.
I'll
I
just
guess I just
do-
wouldn't have got
Yeah, because that will help that. So let's just see if I roll shit or not. That's shit.
Not bad.
That's also
You
shit.
got 3 more tries.
Decent.
No.
No.
Okay.
But last one's good.
Oh!
Is that an at 20?
Okay.
So that's at least advantage, I think, next time, right?
It'll be advantage with one already guaranteed max roll.
Ooh, nice. So you basically only need to get
3. You only have to
huge?
do 3 rolls
Yeah.
next time.
You have to do 3 rolls, and if you roll high enough, you'd only have to get past technically 2 of the rolls out of the 3.
Okay, Sinrak, what do you want to do?
I'm doing wisdom.
Okay.
Oh, we're all doing wisdom, I guess. Damn.
I'm doing wisdom because I want my medicine and stuff like that to go up.
I'm doing wisdom because it's my casting.
Oh!
Oof.
Oh!
So it's
Okay,
Deciding factor?
pretty decent. So you will have advantage for the next time you try.
Okay, cool.
for stats, it's 1 day between you can do it. So you can do it every day, but for skills, it's every
Yeah.
2 or 3
You
days,
know,
right? You said, I believe.
when I accidentally do a typo,
Oh god, I don't like that. What just happened?
when I accidentally do a typo.
What
Oh,
the
wow.
hell?
Oh my god.
Damn,
Well,
Shira be
that's,
smart
My
as fuck.
god.
Interesting.
This doesn't
I just
sound
realized
that was a complete accident.
I just realized something. Hey Ray, if you're doing this for Shira and you're letting us do this, does that mean other NPCs can also increase their stats like this?
Yes.
Oh fuck me.
Good. Cool. And we are going to end the session there.
Awesome.
Thanks.